What's up, Colton? And what's up, everybody, and welcome back to D-Train Games and the Hunter Call of the Wild on its big return to the channel. I know you guys have been missing this. Like I said, it wasn't going anywhere. I was just taking a prolonged break from it for a little while before we returned to it. I've also got a little bit of an announcement to make to you guys for anybody who might be here now or later on. I'm also sort of withdrawing my changes for the channel and going back to being a Call of the Wild channel. Now, what do I mean by this? What I'm meaning is that every week I am going to play whatever I feel like playing, but I'm not going to make Call of the Wild be like my #1 game, if that makes sense. But we are going to try to do at least one stream a week of Call of the Wild, and we are still going to do our multiplayer streams. I'll still be doing Great One Grinds. Just like I said, I just don't want to be pinned down to just one game. But if I'm in the mood for it, we may do all 3 days Call of the Wild. We may do other things. But like I said, we're basically just gonna be trying to incorporate it a little bit more into the channel, since I know that's what you guys have been wanting the most. But either way, let's get after it again. Hopefully we get the Great One to show up today. I think we're already ready to go, actually. It's about an hour late, but I think we'll be fine. But yeah, like I said, we've been doing some other games and stuff, and nobody's really attending those streams, sadly. So I know a lot of you guys are here for the Call of the Wild and fishing and stuff. So like I said, we'll try to incorporate it a little bit more into the channel, and now, especially now that I've had my break away. What's up, Zero? Yeah, I hope I get something awesome too. That'd be amazing. And guys, my plans have not changed, by the way. We are still going to be going after the black bears after we get the mule deer, so that is still going to be a thing. And then also, I will be live streaming Peru. As soon as Peru drops, if I'm able to stream that same day, we will be streaming it. And not only will we be streaming it, but we'll be doing multiplayer on it. So on release day, if you guys are able to make it to that stream, and if we're able to do it, it will be a multiplayer stream as a way to introduce Peru. So if you guys want to play on Peru with me, make sure that you guys are here for that stream. Level 3 over there. And now, like I said, it's been a couple of weeks, so I'm not expecting my shot to be amazing. But we'll see what's going on with it. Nope, that's bad. Yeah, that was a bad shot. Dude, the game sounds like it's really quiet for some reason. Like my headset. Hang on, let me check my headset settings. Did I have the sound effects turned down or something? Because this sounds really low. Hang on a second. Why do I have the sound effects so low? Oh, because when I did the announcement video, I turned it down while I was in the trophy lodge. Okay, that makes sense. Never mind. We're good. Colton, you going to be joining us for the multiplayer section of the stream, man? We'll be starting that here in about an hour and 15 minutes. So we're just going to do all mule deer for the hour and 15 minutes, and then we'll switch over and do multiplayer. Awesome, man. Awesome. Sounds good. Yeah, like I said, guys, I was mainly taking a break from Call of the Wild. I know that I said that things would change forever, which they are. But I think what I'm going to start doing is try to mix in Call of the Wild at least once per week, if I can. If I feel like playing it all 3 days, we will. But instead of doing 3 different games every single day of the week, what we're probably going to do is do 2 different games and then Call of the Wild every week. Or whatever I feel like playing. So that's kind of what I'm trying to say to you guys. Is we're going to try to incorporate it a little bit more, so that way it's not like weeks on end without it coming to the channel. Because I know that's what a lot of you guys are here for. That's a beautiful. What's up, buddy? That one gets to stay. Colton, you been grinding for anything lately, man, or hunting for anything in particular? I haven't heard from you much in the stream, so I didn't know what you've been up to lately. Not too bad. And what about you, Zero? What you been up to lately? I know you've been hanging out with me. We'll continue. We are going to continue Subnautica next week, by the way. But that'll probably be our first or second stream of the week, and then we'll probably end every week with Call of the Wild is what we'll probably do. So we do 2 different games, then Call of the Wild, unless I just feel like playing Call of the Wild. Like I said, you guys get the idea. I know I keep beating a dead horse, but I'm like brainstorming at the same time as talking to you all. There's our two boys way out there. I'm a little out of practice, so I'm not going to take anything too risky today until I get my shot back. Which, honestly, it looks like that I haven't really lost it, per se. There we go. That was a good shot. Yeah, I don't know if I've lost my shot or not. I'm hitting the targets. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've played this game, and like, seriously, I haven't hunted since the last stream. So, seems like that the shot's still with me. At least for now. Where are you? There you are. Let me refresh my stream. That bottom sticker is blocking my chat. I hear that, Colton. I tell you what, that was the one thing. Whenever I used to play sports, that was the one thing that I did not like was having to do the training. A little bit of a wonky boy, not too bad though. But yeah, to let you guys know just kind of how it feels to get back on Call of the Wild after a few weeks, it feels good. Like I said, I just needed a break. I was suffering from some severe burnout. I'm still a little bit burnt, but like getting on here today, I don't feel it as bad as I was. So I'll just have to figure out some sort of balance where I'm gonna have plenty of Call of the Wild and stuff like that on the channel for you guys. Like I said, we're still gonna have it as like a hunting and fishing channel, but I do want to incorporate other games as well if I feel like playing them. So we'll see. I'll try to figure out some sort of balance that works out for everybody. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Because if one of you guys is going to suggest something that I think sounds really good, we might just go with it. Oh, he turned on me. That's okay. We'll just take the one. I don't feel like taking risky shots today. Yeah, very true. Or whenever it's raining. Yeah, we had to practice in the rain a couple times in the past, and that was no fun. We had a really good coach and a really good team, but it was Little League, so you wouldn't think that they would have kids play out in the rain in bad weather. But yeah, man, I don't know what it was. Whenever we were out there practicing, if it was rain or shine, we would be doing our stuff on that team. And the funny thing is that I played 2 different years of kids pitch, and the first year the coach didn't have us play in the rain, and then the second year I got a different team and a different coach, and he did. So it was kind of funny in that sense. It wasn't funny the day I was doing it, but I'm also really excited about tonight because my wife, my dad, and I are going to be going crappie fishing under lights. So, like I said, the stream is going to be an hour shorter than I had originally planned because of that. But I still think we're going to have a good stream today. And guys, please mark it on your calendars if you guys want to play with me. On the 15th, if I'm able to stream the day that Peru drops, we will be doing a multiplayer stream that day. So, if any of you guys can make it to that stream and hunt Peru with me, make sure that you guys do that. Because that's what we're doing. And also, don't forget that we're incorporating challenges into the multiplayer streams. So, like today, whoever's in there with me will be starting a first one to a diamond or a rare challenge. If you guys find a diamond, then just go ahead and claim it. The game will let us know that you won. And then you get to choose the next map. If you find a rare, let me know so I can verify it first, and the same thing. So, if you win the challenge, you get to determine which map to play on next. But you can only win once, though. Keep that in mind. I want to keep it fair to everybody. So, if you win the first time, then you won't be able to compete the next time. You can still compete in the challenges. I mean, like I said, if you win the challenge, it ain't no big deal. I will just restart it for anybody else. So you can win multiple times, but you can only choose the map once. If that makes sense. That's fine. He's just going to keep running. Oh, that is awesome, Colton, man. Dude, if you guys catch anything cool in the deep sea, please make sure that even if you don't want to be in the pictures yourself, just lay the fish on the ground or something and take a picture of them and put them in the Discord or community tab. I would love to see what you guys catch. And like I said, if we catch any kind of really good, if we catch a lot of fish and stuff, I'll try to post it on the channel as well, like I did last time I was fishing. So if we're able to catch anything tonight, then I'll try to post the pictures of them tomorrow. Give me 1 second, guys. My dog is outside. She was outside sunbathing, and now she's ready to come in. So let me go bring her back in real quick, and then we'll continue. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Let's continue going. Yeah, guys, make sure you guys like the stream. I mean, we're returning today, so I'd really appreciate you guys hit the like button. Maybe more people can find the stream today. And also make sure that you guys subscribe if you're having a good time being here and you haven't subscribed already. We're trying to reach 700 subscribers, and the faster we can get there, the better. So I'd really appreciate it. And again, we are readopting the hunting moniker on the channel. So this will be golly. Those are 2 big boys over there waiting for my return. My goodness. But what I was saying is that we are returning back to our ways of being mainly a Call of the Wild and hunting and fishing channel. So if you guys are excited about that, make sure you guys like the stream for that reason as well. Again, we're not going to be doing it like an every single stream, every single week thing. If I'm getting kind of burnt out, we'll just play other games. But I am going to try to incorporate more Call of the Wild and hunting and fishing back into the channel. While playing the other games, I just realized that I was just needing a break. I was just suffering from some bad burnout. So, honestly, I hope neither one of those make diamond. I don't think they will, but I've shot those guys without even thinking about it. Let's see. Silver, 286. Yeah, I didn't think he'd make it. That's a pretty buck, though. I'd love to have that rack as a rare. I would love to get that rack as a rare. Nope, neither one of them made diamond. That's fine. You're going in 15 days, Colt? Oh my gosh, man. I'm so excited for you. That is awesome, man. Can't wait to see what you guys get. Yeah, exactly, Zero. So that's my point, is that I made that big announcement to you guys, but I was blind to the situation. So let me sit here for a minute and let you guys know what I discovered. So the last time I said that things are going to be changing forever on the channel, I had my wife make a new icon and all that stuff. I was doing this with a big head on my brain, thinking that I'm just going to play a bunch of different games that you guys would still join me for the streams and you guys would all enjoy it. But at the same time, I knew in my heart that Call of the Wild hunting and fishing games and stuff is what I'm basically built for. That's what my personality is suited the most for, I feel. I feel that I'm able to get the best commentary out during those streams than I am for like the other games, because I am what's called a lock-in, as I call it, which is where whenever I play these other storyliner games, I tend to get very locked into what I'm doing and I forget to speak. So there is like a lot of different times where I'll be just like silent during the streams because I'll forget that I'm live streaming because I'm so locked into what I'm doing. So I think that unless I'm playing Subnautica, like if I'm playing a game that has very little story and it's mostly gameplay, like Subnautica, Ark, something like that, I tend to be better with my commentary because, you know, it's mostly just me. There ain't a whole lot of story there. So I think what we're going to start doing is just playing whatever I feel like playing every week. However, I am going to try and incorporate more Call of the Wild and hunting and fishing into it, like I said. It's just if I start feeling burnout, we'll just take a break and step away for a while is basically the way I've discovered this. So that's going to be how I'm going to run my channel from now on, guys. I'm not going to make a video about it or anything. You got people who are not here for this stream will just see it as it comes out. We are going to start going back to being mainly a hunting and fishing channel. But again, if I start feeling any kind of burnout, we're just going to step away from it for a little while. I'll play other games for a week or two, and then whenever I feel like I'm ready to return, we'll just return to hot and heavy. So that is kind of how I discovered we're going to run this channel. So I know a lot of you guys will be very happy to hear about that. But yeah, like I said, I just didn't realize it at the time, but I was just suffering from some major burnout, and that was the reason why I was feeling like that I wanted to do other things besides this. Is just because I just wasn't in the mood for this, like in the slightest. And now that I'm returning to it today, I just feel like I belong, if that makes sense. Like I feel like this is natural. So, like I said, we'll just kind of play it by ear. But as of now, I am going to return things back to being a Call of the Wild hunting and fishing type channel. And yeah, if I feel like I'm getting burnt out, we'll just take a break from it. Because I do love hunting. I do love I love Call of the Wild. I love hunting and fishing games. But it's like I told you guys, I'll be into it very hot and heavy for a few weeks, sometimes even a few months, and then I'll just end up hitting this spell where it's like I just don't want to play it. So I'm just gonna go by whatever I feel like playing. We're gonna play it whenever I'm in the mood for it. Whenever I'm not, we'll take a break. So Yeah, exactly, Zero, exactly. So we're going to try to make things a little bit more natural on my channel. Instead of me doing it every single stream, every single week, and then burning myself out, we'll just play whatever games I'm in the mood for. So, but I will try to give you guys at least one stream a week where we're doing Call of the Wild or a fishing game. But if I'm really into Call of the Wild, I might do it all 3 days. Like I said, we'll just kind of go with the flow. Also, guys, I did not update you guys, but we left off on 1,344 kills, I believe. No, 1,342. So we left off at 1,342, and we're now at 1,351. So hopefully this great one shows up before too long. Because like I said, as soon as we get the mule deer great one, we are moving to black bears. So, and we're nearly done with HM. There we go. There's the next shot I was looking for. Also, guys, while I have you in the chat, what do you guys think the next great one is going to be? What do you think Peru's great one is? I know a lot of people are thinking the leopard, and honestly, I am too. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's the leopard, or do you guys think it's something else? I am very, very intrigued to see what it is. You want the Jaguars there? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like I said, I hope that they're grindable, though. Like, if they're set up like the Tiger is, where they're just kind of rare and they're just kind of here and there on the map, I think it's going to be a very tough and almost impossible grind to really, like, efficiently do. So, if we're going to be grinding for the Jaguars, there has to be a lot on the map, which I just don't see that happening since they're an animal that'll be attacking us. But you never know. I could be wrong. Yeah, so you guys are both going with leopard. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool. Leopard, jaguar, either way you want to call it. That would be a really cool, great one. I would say though, if it was not the jaguar, what would you guys choose? Let's play that game. If it wasn't the jaguar, which one would you want it to be? Oh yeah, I forgot I had this big boy here. Yeah, I had a big level 5 here when we left last time. That's right. I forgot all about him. Well, he's perfectly broadside, so let's take him. I don't know if he's going to troll or not. It's a troll rack, so we'll see. Take him. Switch back over to 300. That's a big estimate. Hang on a second. For that rack, that's a monster of an estimate. I shot over him. I am pretty sure that rack's going to troll. Honestly, I think I'll leave him for now, because if that rack makes it, I would like that to be a diamond. So, I'm going to leave him for now. I doubt it's going to make it, because that rack doesn't... I don't know if it makes it or not, but that's an insane estimate. What are you? Why do I have a level 3 here? Nope, that's a 301 though. That's a big boy for that rack. Like I said, guys, I did find a diamond of that rack before. They can make it. They're just rare. And I do have it in my trophy lodge somewhere. I think it was like 313. It's like barely made it, and I got him off the ski ridge. But I also messed him up because I didn't think that rack could make it. Oh, that's the only animal you know in Peru? Oh, that's fine, Colton. Just go watch the stream. Or the new video they released, because it shows you all the new, animals that's on there. If you guys haven't seen it yet, they did release a new trailer today, and it shows all the new species. Along with the ones that are being repeated. Capybara, honestly, wouldn't be a bad choice for the great one, but I wouldn't be a fan of shooting them as they're awesome. Yeah, I hear that. Capybaras are really funny, man. I love them. But honestly, they're one of those species where I'm just not sure if I can shoot them. I know it's a video game. I know it's video game animals, but that species, I just don't know if I'll have it in me to shoot them, where they're so small and like a cutesy type animal. So I just don't know if I'd be able to shoot that thing or not. So we'll see. Honestly, if I had to choose a different one, I would say the speckled bear. would be kind of cool if it has like an actual like zones for it, and it has several animals that you can shoot. I think that the speckled or whatever it's called, the bear would be a really good choice. Because that one's actually pretty cool. The new deer species, I don't really know if that would be a good great one because they only have like 4 points, so I don't know about that one. I will tell you guys another one that'd be really cool. That was the black caiman. Can you guys imagine if the black caiman was the great one and you just had to like run the river shooting caimans to find the great one? That'd be a really good one. I would be all for that actually. Yeah, like I said, the speckled or speculated, whatever it's called, bear. That's a really cool one too. Yeah, I know you're gonna grind for it, Colton. Honestly, you didn't have to tell me that. You're such a big bear guy. I knew that you'd be grinding for them if you had one. But I've been watching Flinter's videos, and I think that he's right. I think it's going to be more of a rare encounter. I think they're going to be kind of like the snow leopard, if you me tell you the truth. And then the jaguar, I think, is going to be set up like the tiger. So, in my personal opinion, I think that the highest chance of an animal having a great one is actually going to be the black caiman, just because of how many there'll be on the map. But I don't know, though. The jaguar may have like a dedicated drink time, and they may have several animals in one zone. So, who knows? Sorry, I had to get a drink. My allergies have been killing me these past few days. My throat's been dried out. I've had to be I've been drinking a lot of water and fluids this past few days. I'm not sick. It's just for whatever reason my allergies are drying my throat out and making me have a sore throat every day. Which is also the reason if you guys think that my voice sounds a little bit dry, that's the reason why. I'm just glad I'm still able to talk for the stream. Let's see, what's over here today? There's our shooter, there's our other shooter. No, don't run. Thank you very much. That was an easy shot. I'll take that. Yeah, he will. Honestly, it won't surprise me a bit if Colton like if honestly I'm gonna tell you this right now. If the bear turns out to be the great one, I am gonna give Colton a week, and I'm sure that he's gonna come up with like some ingenious way of doing the grind, and he's gonna be like begging and pleading me to grind for it. And honestly, I would grind for that bear. I'm not kidding you guys. If the little speculated bear has a great one, I would love to grind for it because I think that thing is so adorable, and I actually think that it'd be a really cool great one. So. But yeah, I think Colton. I'll give him like under a week, and he probably already have like some sort of strategy. It may not be like the most perfect strategy, but I'm sure he'll have like some way of getting them to operate in like its favor. And he's gonna be like, D-Train, you gotta try this. And he's gonna like send me videos, send me pictures and screenshots, like trying to convince me that it's true. And I'm gonna be like, Colton, calm down, man. I know what you're telling me is the truth. We'll give it a shot, man. We'll give it a shot. Chill. Oh man. Dude, where are my spawns? Oh, there they are. They're just not coming back in. Oh, no. Guys, we got a bad luck of the draw here. I don't know which one is the buck that I need to shoot. One of these is my constant, and one of these is a solo. Uh, Colton Zero, whichever one of you guys has time. I think the level 2 there is the one I was leaving. But do you guys think you can rewind the stream, go back to when I was at this pond at the start of the stream, and let me know if you guys can spot which one of these was my solo that I left? Because I have a little level 2, which honestly would be better to leave. But if this guy's the solo, obviously I don't need to shoot him. So can you guys let me know if it's the big rack 2 or the small rack 2 that was the one that I left? Would you guys be able to do that for me? I'm gonna move on to the next pond, but but let me know what you guys find out. Just go back to whenever I was at that pond, and let me know which one I was leaving. Was it a big rack level 2 or was it a little rack? I need to know which one I need to shoot. It's a dandy estimate. Just in case. Smoked him. That guy ain't gonna make it. I don't know how far out this guy was. Where is the other deer at? Oh, there's his blood. Where's he? Oh, there he is. I passed him up. Nope, he wasn't gonna make it, but I figured I would. With that estimate, I figured I would give him a chance. Colton Z, are you guys in the chat with me right now, or are you guys still looking for that clip? I haven't seen you guys reply to me just yet. I didn't know if you guys were looking for it or not. Yeah, Colton. I know that the smaller one is the one that I want to keep. However, I think is that the one that I didn't shoot at that time. Because if the little forky, like the little 4-pointer, if that's the new one that just now came in, I need to go ahead and shoot him, even though I shouldn't, because that's my constant. The other little level 2 that's there was my one I was leaving for herd management, so that's why I was in. You guys let me know which one I left, because I couldn't remember if he was a little 4-point or if he was if he was that little 6 basket rack. Because obviously I want to shoot my constant buck. The other one I'm leaving for HM. Okay, so it was the bigger rack. The bigger rack level 2 was the one that I left in the at the beginning of the stream. Is that correct? Like I said, I know I need to keep the smaller one, but if the smaller one is my new one, then I can't shoot the other one because that one's a solo. Dude, I wish my bucks would stop jumping across the pond on this place. I hate that. If they are going to jump across, I wish they'd at least be a size I can leave. I'm honestly surprised that we don't have any other people in chat besides besides you and Zira, which it looks like Zira may have had to leave to go work. But I figured that we'd have Micah and a few other people in here at least today. They might join later, I guess. Where does this guy fall at? There he is. Go ahead and claim this guy. Alright. So, according to Colton, he said that the one that I was leaving was the bigger level 2. That the tiny level 2 that just said that's there is my constant, and for whatever reason he came back as a baby. So, I wish I could swap the two of them, but I don't think that's possible. Because I'd rather have the tiny little forky level 2, but I can't shoot the other one because if I do, then it's going to end up somewhere else on the map. And he's a good solo to leave. So let's go ahead and shoot the smaller level 2 that's over, or level 1 that's over here. I usually don't like to shoot these, but like I said, the smaller one is unfortunately my constant, and then the one that's a little bit bigger is the one that's solo. So this is one I need to shoot, sadly. And then the little bit bigger level 1 or level 2 there is going to be the one I'll leave. $13.64 in, guys. We got about 45, another 45 minutes, and then we'll be moving to multiplayer. Okay, Colton, hopefully that's the one I just shot. Because it's already a done deal now. I'm pretty sure the little one was my constant buck. Alright, man. So, yeah, I think that I was correct in the one that I shot then. The one that had the really tiny rack was my constant, and then the one that had like the little bit of a basket rack was the one that I needed to keep. Either way, we'll see. If I made a mistake, it's done deal now. Dude, I need him to move. This is going to be a long 22 trick. I got it, though. Just need him to stick his head up just a little bit more for us. Oh, that's a bad shot, though. He turned on us as soon as I went to pull the trigger. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to kill that guy. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. Did I shoot the wrong deer a minute ago, guys? Now I'm getting worried. The little forky, was that the one I left, or was it the little basket rack? I was pretty sure the basket rack was the one I was leaving. I didn't recognize the little forky. If I've made the wrong shot, that's okay. I can always fix it, but I'm gonna leave that guy. It's an interesting rat. Pretty cool looking dude there. That'd be awesome if that was a rare. Okay, well, Colton, the thing about it is that the basket rack was the one that I had been leaving. Then that's the one that I need to keep leaving because that's a solo. The other one, the little Forky that came in, I mean, yes, I understand what you're saying. I would definitely leave him. But the problem is that I've only got one constant buck in that zone. And the little basket rack level 2, I believe, with like the 6-pointer, I believe that that's the one that's been there since he spawned there. And then the other one was the one I've been shooting. So even though he had a smaller rack, I could not leave him because that's the one that keeps coming into that zone. If I would have shot the other one, then I would have lost him. Because the other one is a solo. And I'm intentionally leaving him for that reason. I believe that's good. Yeah, it's in there. Alright, good. There's my other level 3. Came back as a little baby. Got him. Dude, honestly, I've been gone for like 2 or 3 weeks, and my shot is still on the mark, man. Like I'm actually pretty impressed with myself today. I haven't been back to Call of the Wild in 2 or 3 weeks, and most of my shots today, if not all of them, have been kill shots. But like I said, if I shot the wrong deer a little bit ago, if I shot the wrong one, then I'll notice because we'll go several runs in a row and there won't be nothing there, and I'll just end up having to shoot both of them. Dude, that was a 300, man. He nearly made diamond. I want that rack to be a diamond so bad, but I just don't think they can make it. What map do you guys want to be the first multiplayer map of the day, by the way? Is there a certain map you guys want to hunt on today that you're guys in the mood for? Or you just want me to randomly choose one and then we'll let you guys choose based on who wins the challenges? Oh, come on, stand still. Stand still. No, that's not standing still. Sir. 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 What are you doing? He's like juking me. Finally made a mistake. My goodness. He's just like, catch me if you can, buddy. Yeah, I hear you all down there. Yeah, back at you. Yeah, I can't do a snort and wheeze right now. My allergies are killing my throat. I have a pretty decent snort wheeze on me if I need to make one, but I can't do it right now. And that was a terrible attempt, by the way. That's not what it sounds like. Go ahead and grab that guy. I don't think there's anything over here that needs my attention, is there? Pretty sure these are just a cluster of little dudes. Yeah, alright, we're good. Let's see, we've got a little bit of extra time. We need to go check that one pond, because like I said, we have one pond that is kind of being stubborn with us. It just does not want to HM. So let's go over there and check that pond out real quick. Make sure that we don't have anything special up there, because it's brought us several diamonds in the past couple of streams, and we don't want diamonds up there. We actually want to herd manage it. So let me actually move to a different part of the map real quick. We're gonna go check out this pond and see if there's anything up there we need to pay attention to. Then we'll move back to the main grind. Also, guys, if you're new and enjoying the stream, please make sure you guys hit the like button for me. Let me know that you're enjoying it. Also, join the chat if you wish. Just keep things family friendly. I'd be more than happy to talk to any of you. And also subscribe. We're trying to reach 700 subscribers as soon as possible. Hopefully we'll get to 1,000 one day. And I really appreciate it, you guys. And also make sure you guys check out some other content on my channel if you guys wish to help me grow. We are very close to having enough watch hours to do super chats and memberships. There just isn't enough constant video watching and stream attendance to make it go up right now. But we're currently sitting at like 1,890 out of 2,890 out of 3,000. So we're very, very close before we can do super chats and memberships. So any support you guys can give would be very appreciated. Now we got a long run ahead of us. Dude, I really do wish that they would make this sort of like Way of the Hunter, where animals would kind of just sit there and stare at you for a few minutes until you got out of your vehicle. At least that way, you'd be able to just come right up to these places and be able to just look and see what's there really quick without having to run 300 yards to be able to see. That is one update I think would be very beneficial to the game, is just have the animals where they just kind of check you out until you get too close, or until you get out of your vehicle. Because in real life, that's kind of what they do. They just sit there and stare at you. And then if you stop and watch them, they'll get scared and leave, or if you get out, they'll leave, or if you get too close. Honestly, I'm sitting here thinking about Peru, guys. I've still been brainstorming it, and I do think that if I could choose which great one was going to be the great one, I think the black caiman would be amazing. I'm going to love the jaguar too if the jaguar turns out to be the great one, leopard. But or whatever it is, I can never remember. I think I know it's a jaguar, but or a leopard, but I can never remember. Get those confused all the time. But either way, if it is that one, I'm gonna be very happy about it as long as it's easy to grind for them. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. All right, what's down here? There's our big boy. Yeah, he just refuses to be anything but big guys. That one buck right there is our only buck down here that is not herd managed, as you guys can see. But yeah, he refuses to be anything but small deer. I think the smallest he's been is like a small level 3 rack. So he just does not want to cooperate. And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if he came back as our great one. If we go like several runs in a row in our main zones, and then we come back here and there's like a great one standing in here. That wouldn't surprise me a bit. I'd be happy surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised that it was him. Let me refresh my stream real quick, guys. I haven't heard anybody reply to me in chat yet, so I just want to make sure it's still up and running. Looks like it is. All right, do we have any more time? We do have more time. So let's see. Is there another pond we can go and check on? We don't have enough time to get to that one. I guess we can go down here and just check and just take a look-see and see what's down here. I doubt there's anything here, but we can see. Sometimes we get 1 or 2 bucks down here that needs to be shot. Oh gosh, Zara. Dude, they have like the biggest lungs on earth. What are you doing? Honestly, I've had days like that. Where just like any shot you take and an animal just doesn't land. Like I've had those. Like I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it's annoying. Like you put it right behind the shoulder and shoot, and it's like somehow you just hit all shoulder and not even a single bit of the lung. Gosh, it's annoying. It happens though, Zero. It happens. Hopefully your shot gets better, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Alright, let's see what's down here before we reset time. I think we got enough time for another few runs at least. Like I said, guys, we're going to go for another 30 minutes by doing Great One grinding, and then we're going to move over to multiplayer while I play with you all. Yeah, I know, Zero. It's very annoying. Honestly, I kind of laugh at myself whenever that happens, though. Like, whenever I notice that's happening, I usually tend to laugh at myself. Because I just find it funny sometimes how I just can't hit the shot. Dude, are you serious? Hello? There's a big level 5 solo down here. Let's go. I mean, I don't want him to be a solo level 5 down here because obviously this is an HM pawn, but I mean, like, dude, that is a big rack. Let's go. Got a big diamond today, dude, upon my return. Let's go. Big boy rack. I have a half moose, half wolf grind on Medved. Oh, dude, that sounds really fun. I used to do red deer and fallow on Teawara, and then I also did whitetail and moose on New England for a while. Oh, don't turn on me. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. He should turn back around when I get a shot at him. I don't think we're gonna tax this guy because, like I said, I have plenty of the big rack in my trophy lodge. But still, it's very nice to come back to Call of the Wild and be treated with a big diamond like this. Come on, man, turn around. Might have used 22 trick on him. No? Okay. There we go. See if I can make this shot count. Oh, come on, man. He's making it very difficult on us. Yeah, what's up, Prayer? Got a big level 5 in front of us, man. Welcome back, buddy, by the way. Yeah, it's definitely a diamond rack. Yeah, it's definitely going to make it. I believe it will, at least. I think he's got like a big level 4 rack on one side, and then he's got the diamond rack on the other, if I ain't mistaken. So I think he's 50-50. I just can't get him to stay in a good shooting position. There we go. Got him that time. Alright, finally. That should have been a heart shot. I'll take that. Yeah, Prayer, welcome to the stream, man. Also, guys, I have a few people in my stream right now. I have some big news for you guys, and a lot of you guys are going to be happy to hear this. I will not be making a video on it, so everybody else will just kind of have to feel it out as it happens. But we are going back to the hunting and fishing stuff on my channel. What I mean by that is that basically we're going to go back to being a Call of the Wild hunting and fishing channel like we were. However, if I feel burnt out or anything, we're just going to take a break and step away and play some other games for a little while. But we are going to return to our roots and basically make this a hunting and fishing channel once again. But I'm going to keep my name tag and my name tag. I'm going to keep my icon and banner though because I think they're beautiful and my wife really worked hard on those, so we're going to keep those. There we go. Yeah, he's a 319 diamond. Let's go. Thick boy, man. Beautiful. But yeah, I'll just let you guys know we are returning to our roots. This will be a Call of the Wild channel once again. We will be playing it at least once or twice a week, unless I feel like playing it all 3 days. It's just like I said, if I feel like I'm going to be burnt out, I'm just not going to make myself keep playing it just because, that's what you guys want to see. I need to make sure I stay happy. So if I start feeling burnt out or anything, we're just going to play some other games for a little bit until I feel like coming back to it. But I do absolutely love this game, and it built this channel, so there's no reason for me to leave it, in my opinion. Alright, let's go and reset time. Also, for anybody that's in the stream, if you guys want to join chat, feel free to. Just keep it family friendly. It's good to have you guys. Also, make sure you guys like the stream if you guys are having a good time being here. And also subscribe if you guys haven't already. We're trying to reach 700 subscribers, hopefully 1,000 one day. I would appreciate your support, as this would be my dream. We stream 3 days a week at about 4 hours a piece throughout the school year. During the summer, we try to push that out to about 5 to 6 hour streams if we can. Like I said, I'm mainly a streamer for anybody who might be new and just watching. So I don't really create like a whole lot of content for Call of the Wild, but I do put out shorts and videos for anything really cool that we get on stream. Aside from like diamonds that I already have, like the last one we got. But if we get like any rares, great ones, or anything, I definitely make those into videos and shorts. or anything like just interesting that we do, I'll put that on the channel. But I just enjoy streaming the game more than I do making content for it. So that's pretty much what we are, is we're a hunting and fishing streaming channel. Yeah, guys, hope you have a good time being here. Alright, let's see what's in zone number 1. Ram and a little dude. Alrighty. There's our first shooter, there's our second shooter. There's our lever. Take him. I don't know if I hit that deer or not. Oh, we did get him. Oh, man, what a shot. Let's go. Dude, that was so fast. W, man. W shooting. That was a good shot. I will happily take that. You were hunting every lake? Oh, man, Zera. That sounds like a chore, buddy. Well, the way I did my ski ridge is I basically did it like I do any other grind. I choose basically my top, I don't know, 12, 16 lakes that I love, and then I try to whittle down like 8 of them, or however many tents I can have. So basically, I try to choose 8 out of my top 10 zones to hunt, and that way I can go and like refer back to a couple of other ones. But yeah, I usually try to just hunt every lake that I love. So like any grind that I do, if I like a lake, I'll hunt it. I don't really care too much if I have like a loose or herd management because of it. Hey, we shot the right buck, guys. Let's go. We had that little bitty forky show up a little bit ago, and I shot it and didn't know if that was the right one. But yeah, we shot the constant. Let's go. All right, we're still in business here. I had setups at lakes that I knew had deer. I just wouldn't pick up tents at some. Yeah, I hear that. I'm just like a favorite picker, if that makes sense. Like, if there's like 16 zones that you can hunt, like that's actually really good for grinding. Normally I would just set up on all 16 if I can, because if I like the pond and I want to get and I would like to get a great one off of that particular location, then I'll make sure I'm hunting it. However, if I notice that like it becomes a solo lake, where deer just ain't coming to it anymore or whatever have you, at that point I'll just kind of take it out of the rotation once I get a few solos in there. So I just kind of do my grind based on how the game operates over my favorite ponds. If I lose a pond because it's all solo bucks, then so be it. I just leave it at that point, and I'll just come back and check it out every so often. But I do try to hunt every single lake that I would like to have a great one off of. This one's kind of a special case though, because the only reason I hunt this particular pond is because I've noticed that I need an extra pond to keep my rotation working well on Silver Ridge, and this one always has bucks, so that's the reason why I'm shooting deer on this pond. I'm not the biggest fan of this one just because of all the cattails that's on it. But I do hunt it because of the fact that it's like very liable as far as like having deer on it. That should be right in there. Was it not? Wait, how was that not a good shot? It felt good. Well, I'll be. That's a bad one. That ain't gonna hit it. Well, I guess we'll have to keep an eye out for pressure on that zone. I don't know how I missed the lungs on that shot. That felt like it should have been right in there. Oh well. What's up, underrated trees? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. It's going good, man. It's going good. We're at 1,373 kills in, so this great one should show up at any point. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, man. Welcome. Yeah, it's going good. I've got one of every great one in the game, except for just a small handful that I haven't got to pursue yet. But yeah, this is going to be my first one off of a Silver Ridge. My first mule deer came off a Ski Ridge, so now I'm trying to get one off Silver. And once we get the great one off this map, we're going to be moving to black bears for my first black bear grind. We were also working on my third fallow deer on Teowara, and we're also working on our first roe deer as well. But I'm just kind of hunting those in that whenever I get in the mood for them, because they're not like a really sought after species for me. So I'm just kind of grinding for them when I'm in the mood for them. Dude, how am I missing these shots, dude? You know, I think I just figured it out, guys. I had my zeroing on the wrong zero. Dude, come on. Okay, I got him that time. But yeah, that's why I messed up the shot last time, guys. I had my zeroing incorrect. That was my fault. You're calling next run underrated? I appreciate it, man. I hope so. I hope it's this run, to be honest. And and like I said, I'm going to be welcoming any of the great ones except for the mushroom rack, as I call it. The velvet rack, I'm not a big fan of that one, or the corkscrew. Those two racks off Mule Deer, I just do not like at all. But if I do get them, I'll still keep them. But I'm hoping for anything but. My number one Mule Deer rack I want right now is the double drop time. The one that I got off of Ski Ridge was the cobweb, the cobweb rack with the Enigma colors. So I'm just hoping for the for any rack that is not one of those other twos. Yeah, I hope it comes soon, man. Dude, where's my waypoint? Did the game remove my waypoint on me? I mean, I found the butt, but a little bit unfortunate. Let me guess, it's one of my... No, that's a sheep. Okay, good. I thought that was one of my solos. I thought it moved on me. I'd run or take a four-wheeler over. Yeah, possibly. Oh, I see what you're saying, Zero. You're talking about your grind. Yeah, I got you. That's what I do too. Yeah, if I have a bunch of different lakes that I'm grinding on, I usually use the four-wheeler and stuff. Over time, you're going to have to HM some pawns anyways, because some pawns will just turn into nothing but solos. So, whenever that happens, I just kind of let that lake or whatever sacrifice and move on to something else. Move on to another one. Underrated. What do you play the game much, and what's your favorite great one? Talk to me about whatever you want to, man. I'd like to hear. I'd like to learn a little bit about you. Also, if you want to join our Discord, it is on my actual YouTube channel. It's in the description. If you want to join the Discord, it's a new Discord, so there ain't many people in there. But I think there's like 11 or so. But you're more than welcome to join it if you want. But I have places for your IRL pictures if you want to post IRL trophies that you get or whatever you have, and I also got different discussion boards and stuff for certain games that we play. All right, I appreciate it, man. You got a red deer great one? Is that what you're saying? Is that the only great one you got? I have 4,000 hours in the game. Is how many hours I have in the game. But I've only been streaming it since 2023 though. 2023 was the first time I started streaming Call of the Wild. And 2024 I went from like 98 subscribers up to like 300. And then last year I went from like the high 300s all the way to where I am now. Well, over time. So my channel's been growing pretty steadily, especially on the summer times. Guys, is that the Eucharistic? Hang on a second. Is that one of the new rares? Or is that a blonde? People, chat. Tell me, what do you guys think? Do you think is that one of the is that the new red color, or is that the blonde? Okay, that's blonde. Alrighty. I just want to make sure I didn't leave something I needed to shoot. We don't have my respawn for my other deer, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to leave that alone for now. Let's see. Is there anything over here that needs attention? Don't see anything. Alright, so our respawns just haven't came back in on this spot yet. That's fine. Underrated, you said 13. I'm not sure what you're meaning by 13. I don't know what you're meaning. Let me know what you mean by 13 and I'll reply to it. You got 3 red deers? That's awesome, man. Yeah, I've only got one of every great one except for the whitetail, which I have 3, and then I have 2 fallows. All the other ones I have just one of. But like I said, in time that will grow. Oh gosh, I already have 13 red deer. Let's go, man. W work, man. That's awesome. Yeah, mine took 1,800 kills roughly, and my wife was actually started grinding her red deer before me, and this was years ago. Like the red deer were like brand new to the game whenever I got mine. So, I had just met my wife at the time, and she started playing the game with me, but she doesn't play it anymore. But she used to play it all the time with me. And she started hers about 400 kills after I started mine. So her great one actually showed up before mine did, and she got hers at 1412, I believe. And she got the big rack, I think, and then I ended up getting mine at 1800, and I got the small rack. So I was just like, that figures. The wife getting the better deer, but that was fine. I still love my red deer. That was my second great one of all time, I believe. My first great one was off Revel Until the Coast, and it was a whitetail. And I didn't even start grinding yet. I was actually working on my grind, and he showed up like 350 kills in, I believe. I had just got all my stuff set up and was starting the actual grind, and he just showed up on me. So I didn't even have to grind long. Guys, I'm sorry about my throat. It keeps getting dried out. Like I said, my allergies are kind of bothering me. So I'll get another drink of water here in a minute. Let's let this guy get to where I can shoot him. Get him. I just wanted to get a bullet in him. I didn't know if I'd kill him. Okay, that guy was a throat shot. Looks like I may have hit something this time. Nothing too good, though. It doesn't look like. Just damage. I mean, I'll bring him down. We'll just have to go get him. Still no super rare. Underrated. I'm going to tell you something right now, man. This is the saddest story you'll ever hear about somebody who has been grinding on the game since launch of the Great Ones. Well, not since launch. I actually learned about the Great Ones in 2021. So 2021 was when I started Great One grinding. And I've had all the luck in the world you could think of for rares, diamonds, and Great Ones, because I've obviously got several of them. But in 4,000 hours of playing this game with PS4 and PS5 time combined, I have never even laid eyes on an animal that could be a super rare. I've never even seen one. I've had level 5s that were normal colors. I've had level 5s that were uncommons. But I've never had a level 5 animal or a max level animal that was a rare. I've always had golds and I've had below. I've had gold rares and below, but I've never, ever even laid eyes on a max weight animal or a max scoring animal that could have made super rare. So I have not had a single one to my name. And it's like I tell everybody, when the time comes that one does show up for me, I will probably be crying on stream. Because that is the one trophy that I am wanting above all else right now, is a super rare of some animal. I would love it to be an antlered species if possible, but honestly at this point I would just take any super rare the game wants to give me. I don't even have one in my name. What did the diamond score from earlier? I don't remember. I can go look. Hang on a second, let me see. Diamond. He scored 319. He was a 319 player. So not a huge diamond, but pretty decent. Did I get my other buck? I don't remember if did I get my other buck, guys? I can't remember if I picked him up or not. Thank you, Prayer. I appreciate it. You're gonna be doing bear grinds right now. Nice, Prayer. I wish you the best of luck. By the way, guys, in about 15 minutes we're gonna be opening up multiplayer. So we're probably gonna do one more run of the mule deer, and then we're gonna open up multiplayer. If you guys are on PS4 or PS5, you're more than welcome to join us. If you have a mic or not, it really doesn't matter. But the way it works is I open up my maps to the public for everybody to play with us. And it's me along with 5 other people. So so as long as you guys are able to get in there, you can hunt alongside me. And we'll be doing first one to a diamond/rare challenge. So if you guys win that challenge, you get to choose the next map. But you can only win once. So if you win the first round, then you won't be able to compete the next, but you're still able to compete in the challenge. You just won't be able to choose the map. That guy is not going to make it. I can tell by his rack. Ooh, I need to shoot my gun anyways. I don't like the number of my ammo. Get that out of here. Reload immediately. I do not like that number. There we go. Whew. Sorry. I don't want that number of bullets in my gun. Oh, you don't have PS Plus? Oh, that's rough, man. I mean, you could get Essentials for like a month if you wanted to and be able to play with us, but it's up to you. Because you just need Essentials. You don't have to actually have Plus or the other one. You got 20 great ones underrated. W, man. Way to go, buddy. Congratulations, man, by the way. That's awesome. Oh, you accidentally deleted one? Oh, that's rough. Yeah, Colton has a bunch. Especially when it comes to bears. Alright, guys, this is going to be our last run for the grinding today, and then we're going to move on to multiplayer with you guys. Yeah, maybe you reset and get another drink of water. My throat is getting really bad dried out. Oh, I hear that, warrior. I hear that, man. Alright, guys, let's get this last run underway. For anybody that's wanting to join us, make sure your PlayStations are ready to go. I'll be giving you guys a countdown, so in case you guys know what your delay is. As soon as a map goes live, make sure that you guys try to jump in there. It is first come, first serve. And only 5 of you guys will be able to join me. I do want to allow more people into the map, but the game can get kind of buggy if I let more than 5 people. Yeah, Colton's still missing the cream. He has all the other great ones of the bears. So I'm hoping he gets his cream color soon. Thank you, Underrated. I appreciate it. And also, unless you're talking to Colton, which I'm sure we both appreciate the good luck. Yeah, very true, Warrior. In my opinion, the number 1 animal in the game that needs more variations for the great one is the red deer. The red deer, in my opinion, if they were to give it more variations, like with racks and colors, I am sure that there would be so many hunters that would be going after that thing. There would be so many people that would return to red deer grinds. Okay, so there's 2 here that I need to leave. These could be my shooters, then again, they could not. So what I'm going to do is leave these for now. Next stream, whenever we return to the mule deer grind, we'll know whether or not those are my shooters. Usually if I have a zone that my shooters haven't came back, I usually like to give it 3 full runs before I go ahead and shoot a smaller deer. Just in case you don't know which one is the one you're leaving and which one is the ones you're keeping. So we just won't shoot anything this run on that zone. Golly, Colton. Every time I see your list of bears that you have, man, it always impresses me. Like I said, I'm going to definitely go after some more duplicates, but I'm somebody that's like, I love going after new stuff. So, like, once I've got the new great one, it's like I want to move on to another new one. The only reason we're doing duplicates right now is because, obviously, I have, like, my own, like, personal goals that I want to accomplish before I move on to a new one. Like, I wanted to get a mule deer off this map before I moved to black bear. I wanted to be able to get a roe deer before I got my 3rd fallow. But like I said, I'm just kind of working with whatever I have to work with. $1,380 kills, guys. We're 20 kills away from 14K. Or 1.4K, rather. If they find a way to improve Great One Red Deer, that would be an accomplishment in itself. Absolutely, man. Like I said, right now the only thing that's hindering the Red Deer from being perfect is that they need more. Is that I'm sure you guys would agree with me. Any of the Red Deer that are like level 4 and below do not need to have that extra fur around their neck. But in my opinion, level 5 should have a small amount of fur that is starting to build up on their neck. Level 6 should have a medium amount. Level 7 should have a pretty decent amount. And level 8 and level 9 should have an equal amount of very big fluff. And then obviously the great ones should have like a bunch of fluff around their neck. Second of all, they need to have a bunch of different antlers available to the great ones. A bunch of different antlers, because the red deer in New Zealand, they could get monstrous. I mean, like huge. And like points everywhere. They can be wide, they can be tall. I mean, they just need to add like 10 different great one racks to those animals. And yeah, that would be insane. I would go back to red deer in a heartbeat if they did that, because I love the red deer. It is my favorite animal in the game right now that has antlers. That stupid doe was in the way. Dude, I got that shot. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, what a quartering angle. Dude, where'd I hit that deer at? That was exactly the shot I was aiming for, but I didn't expect to hit it. Oh my goodness. Dude, that quartering angle was so severe, dude. And that was over 300 yards, too. My goodness. What a shot. I'm going to leave the doe alone, by the way. I'm not going to claim her. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at that. Look at that shot. He literally had his butt at us, and I got him. Woo, that was beautiful. Oh, you're good, Colton. It's just a one animal difference. Still, though, it's still very impressive, man. Still very, very impressive. I thought about clipping that shot, but I think I'll just leave it. I can't make a short tonight anyways, guys. Unless the great one shows up or something like that in the next few minutes. I'm not going to have any videos out tonight because, like I said, basically as soon as the stream ends, my wife and I are going to have to be getting our stuff ready to get ready to go to the lake. So, I really don't need to make any shorts tonight if I don't need to. But like I said, if something really cool happens and we get something, I'll try to make it when I'm down there at the lake. But we'll just have a really late release date for the video. Or release time, rather. Like, most of my shorts drop around 7, 8 o'clock, but I'd probably have to drop this one around 9 or 10. There was another buck in there. I'm trying to find him. I just don't see him. I guess we'll go with the one. I saw another one in there that I thought I might need to shoot, but I don't know where he went. Guys, we've got about 5 minutes left. In the chat right now, let me know, what map would you guys like to hunt with me on? If it's a map that we're doing a grind on, then the mods, or I can let you know that it's one we don't have available. But if there's a certain map you guys would like to hunt on today, let me know where you guys would like to begin. And remember, whoever wins the first diamond/rare challenge will choose the next map. If nobody wins the challenge, then I'll just let you guys. We'll just play it by ear. I'll either choose the next one or I'll just let someone random choose it. Honestly, I think this is going to wrap up right in time, too, by the way. We only got about 5 more minutes left to the time that I wanted to go to multiplayer. So, we'll hunt on 3 different maps today. We'll hunt an hour on 3 different maps. So you guys will have an hour to find a diamond or a rare. Buddy, come on. Where's that solo at? I need to shoot you. I don't know where he went. There he is. Yeah, he can't stay there. That felt good, but I had to make that quick. I might have got something in there. Yeah, I got something. Okay, good. We're going to be able to get him. Alrighty. That's a cool looking buck. Dude, that's a really neat 50-50. Let me take a look at him real quick. I might mount this guy. That's pretty cool. I don't know. We'll check him out in a minute. He is a really cool 50-50. Still got the lung at least. Alright, let's go find this first buck and then we'll go get him. He like had the kickers on one side and then a typical rack on the other. That was pretty cool. Alright, let's go over here and try to find this buck. Alright, Duke, where we at? Are you gonna search for blood or just stand there? Oh, my dog is bugged. Come on, man. Dude, no. Why now, man? Why now? Excuse me. Alrighty. Well, we might have to come back up here then, because oh, there's the bug. Okay, thank goodness we found him. Alright, we didn't need Duke after all. Luckily, he's just laying right here. Alright, I'm gonna go check this other buck out, because he had a pretty cool rack. Prayer, what you been up to lately, man? I know you said you're grinding for you're grinding for Black Bear. Have you got anything good in your first 100 kills, or not much? Dude, that is such an interesting rack, man. I was thinking about taxing him because of where he's wonky, but I don't think he's wonky enough. I think I'll leave him for now, or let him be. I mean, but he was almost worthy of the wonky lodge, almost worthy of it. Prayer, I look back on your chats, man. If you're spawning a lot of small ones, you may want to consider leaving those at some of the pawns and trying to do some herd management. Because even if it's pawns you really like, if you're getting a bunch of little ones in there, you can do really fast herd management by just leaving them. Again, that is your choice, but there was a couple of zones where I'm working on my bear grind. There was a couple of zones where what am I trying to say? Oh, that's a 5. Wait a minute. Dude, that is such a cool rack. And it's guaranteed, too. This ain't the red, is it, guys? This is not a super rare, is it? I don't think it's a super rare. Oh, nice prayer. Guys, this could be, I don't think it's a super rare. But we're gonna aim a little bit high. Try to make a good shot on him. It should be right in there. Yeah, it is. Alright. Nah. I figured it was the blonde, but I can always have high hopes for my first super rare. I can always wish. Like I said, I did not think that was a super rare, but in the sunlight like that, it's hard to tell sometimes. Dude, he's in the bush. Beautiful diamond, man. Honestly, I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna tax this one. Because that is actually a really cool rack. I don't think I have this one where it's like this typical rack like this. Dude, that is actually a really cool one. Yeah, he's gonna go to the lodge. That's a cool 318. I like him. We'll keep that one. What did you miss, Zira? Rewind the stream by about a minute, or maybe 30 seconds, actually. We just got a diamond that I decided to keep. It was a 318, and it was kind of like a mid-rack diamond, but he was really cool. He was a really cool typical rack, so I decided to keep him. Other than that, you haven't missed very much. No, we had that one diamond from earlier. That was a 319, and then now we got a 318. Or maybe it was a 329, I can't remember. But yeah, we're getting ready to switch over to multiplayer here in just a minute. We're going to finish this run out, and then we're going to switch over to multiplayer. Thank you, Colton. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, he had a really cool rack. Like I said, I usually like the kicker racks and the like the non-typical looking racks more than I do the typicals. But he was really cool. I like how he was kind of like in the middle. He didn't have like a whole lot of width, but he also was like really tall. Like I said, he was kind of unique, so that's why I kept him. Oh, God's your prayer. All right, we'll see when we get back, man. All right, guys, for anybody in the stream that's going to be playing with me here in a few minutes, make sure that you got your PlayStations ready to go. We've only got 2 spots left. Unless the great one is here, we'll be moving to multiplayer in less than 5 minutes. So go ahead and make sure you guys get everything prepared. I was trying to aim for the left lung. I guess I missed it. Oh, that's under him. I thought for sure that was a lung shot. Dude, this guy. There he goes. We'll just take the 4-wheeler over there. I didn't mean to go back to this tent. I meant to go to the other one. Well, he's actually across the rocks, and I don't feel like driving a 4-wheeler across the rocks, so we'll go ahead and just take this one over there to him. Yeah, unfortunately, Zero's not going to be able to join us for this multiplayer stream. But, Zero, what days are you off, by the way? I forgot to ask you, because when that new map launches, I was going to do a multiplayer stream the day that I can. And I forgot which days you're off. I was going to try to make the first stream on Peru, on a day that you could join us. Because I'm sure you'd want to. I think you said it was like, was it Tuesdays and Thursdays, or was it Wednesdays and Thursdays? I couldn't remember. It's a wonky boy. Guys, I'm going to keep this one. He's going to the wonky lodge. That's a pretty wonky fella right there. We're going to keep him. I like him enough. So we're going home today with a diamond and a wonky buck, it seems. We could have had 2 diamonds, but like I said, I already had that other rack. I have a bunch of that other rack, so I just left it. Oh, no, you're fine, Zero. The reason why I'm asking you is because my wife's schedule is different every single week. So, like, if I couldn't stream that Tuesday when the map drops, I mean, obviously I'm going to hunt on it because I want to be able to hunt on launch day. But if I can't stream that day, then but I could do it like that next Wednesday. Then I'll do the stream on Wednesday. Is what I'm saying. So, like, where it launches on Tuesday and then you're off on Wednesdays, I might just hold off on doing the stream until that day. I might release a video for you guys on launch day and then do the actual multiplayer stream the next day. Like I said, we'll see how that week works out. Okay, my constant buck is not here right now, so he did not respawn. But yeah, I was just seeing what days you were off because if I wasn't able to stream on that Tuesday, I was going to try for that Wednesday, and I thought you said Wednesdays was a day off for you. So, like I said, we'll see. Because I don't know what the new Great One is, and if it turns out that there's not really a good like whitetail grind on that map, and I don't really care too much about the Great One, then we may just use that as a multiplayer map. All right, guys, that is going to bring our grind to the end today. For those of you who are not going to be joining us for the multiplayer section of the stream, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Make sure that you guys like the video, like the stream, and subscribe for me to help us grow. Join the Discord if you guys wish. It's on my channel. Just go to my description of my channel and join that Discord. There's places for you guys for IRL stuff. There's places for the games that we play. Whatever you guys want to do on there, just make sure you guys keep it family friendly. We're going to move on to the multiplayer section now. If you guys want to hang out with us and see what trophies we get, I would love that. But I understand if you guys are wanting to wait until the next time we're grinding. Either way, guys, For those of you who are leaving, have a great one. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Let's move on to the multiplayer section. We'll go across 3 different maps. We'll do an hour on each map, which this first map, unfortunately, will not have a full hour, as we're only about 10 minutes after the hour. So the first map will have about 50 minutes. But the other 2 maps, we should be able to make it be at least an hour. Alright guys, I am going to allow dogs this time. If you guys have a dog, I'm going to allow it and see if there's any kind of weird stuff that happens. If we start crashing or we have anything weird happen during the stream, then I'll turn them back off. But for now, we're going to try to have dogs on here so that way you guys can use them if you need to track anything. Alright guys, let's see. I will choose the first map. And then we'll do the challenge, and whoever wins the challenges will be able to choose the next maps. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I think we need to go. Let's try Scotland. All right, guys. The map is going to be launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're doing Scotland. Tour de Shane. It should be up and live now, guys. And then we're going to turn on the first diamond challenge. If you guys find a diamond or a rare, like I said, if you find a diamond, just go ahead and claim it. It'll show on the screen that you guys won the challenge. If you find a rare, let me know. I will come and look at it and verify that it is indeed a rare. And then from there, I will end the challenge. Oh, you're fine, warrior. Alrighty. Zoom out so I can see. Give me just a second, guys. I'm going to get my free roam loadout ready, and then as soon as I get it ready, we'll reset time. What time of day you want, Colton? I'll let you choose the time of day. Do you have a certain time you want to go to? SRP right now? You shouldn't be. It said you joined me on here, Colton. See on the stream, it shows you here. Let me close this map out real quick, guys. That's weird. Colton, go ahead and just leave my map, man. I don't know why that's open. No, I didn't choose my Silver Ridge. Yeah, go ahead and just leave that map. I hope it'll close out. I don't know why it's up. I guess I'll turn off dogs. I mean, that might be the reason. It should already be ended, Colton. I don't have it open. I mean, my map it shouldn't be open to everybody. Yeah, I'm not in the list, as far as I can see. So, I mean, I guess it was just a weird glitch or something. I don't know. You're fine, Colton. Just let me know when you're ready, man. Yeah, I'll reopen the map and we'll just turn dogs off. I mean, I guess it was the dogs. I don't know. I mean, I doubt the dogs could have made that glitch, so I mean, I have no idea. I mean, I'd like for people to be able to use their animals if they wanted to. Alright, guys. We're going to try this one more time. Colton, if you have anything weird happen, let me know. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. D-Train Games map should be available on Touring Machine. And you guys should be able to use your dogs. Colton, if it puts you back to my Silver Ridge, let me know, man, because I might have to reboot the whole game. Which means that we'd have to end the stream and then restart the stream, so... Were you able to get in? Colton, are you in here? Okay. Yeah, if we notice a lot of bugs or something happening, guys, then we'll just disable dogs and try it again. Because, like I said, the dogs thing shouldn't be affecting anything, but it could be. Alright, good, Colton, good. What's up, man? Long time no hear. How you doing? Well, good, good, good. Just like I said, just keep an eye on my map for me. If anybody's building up too much hunting pressure or anything, just let me know about it. I'll ban them if they're doing that or give them warnings. But other than that, just have fun. If you see a super rare or anything, obviously let me know. But everything else you can take home with you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Let me go and change it to the time real quick for you. I don't know if I'll hunt them because I'm just not too big on where they're located on the map, but I'll let you hunt them. I'll set it to their time for you. It's 11:30, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Alright. It's crazy, I've been away from this game for like two or 3 weeks and I still remember a lot of stuff. I figured I'd forget everything. Alright, we'll set it to 11:20. 11:21, whatever, that works. Alright. Well, there a lot of the places where they drink is actually down there, and like on my map at least, is down there in that really thick part of the river. Yeah, but you see on my map, if you look at where my zones are, a lot of my fallow deer are down that little bitty creek, and it is so thick in that area, so I usually don't hunt them too much. That's the only reason why I don't hunt them very often. So I figure I'll just run around the map and just bust whatever I find. Oh, by the way, if you find any of the antlered species, obviously any of those super rares, please let me know about them. But if you find a super rare of anything else, you can have it. I don't really care too much about the smaller animals on the map. I think the only animals that I care about is the bird species. So like the red grouse, the capercaillies, black grouse. Those obviously I don't want to lose the super rares of those. But like the badgers, the goats, what else is on this map? I can't remember everything. Rabbits. You know, basically like the smaller name stuff. I mean, if you find a super rare of like the pine marten or anything, you can have them. Unless you just want to let me know that they're there, because obviously I don't have the super rare, but like I said, they're not really like a sought after species for me, if that makes sense. And yeah, guys, for anybody that's in chat, if you guys want to join us, feel free to. It should say D-Train Games on my server, and it's on Touring Machine. Oh yeah, I forgot. Hang on a second. We don't have a whole lot of people in here right now, but I figure I'll go ahead and turn this on either way. Let's see. There we go. You can see that, can't you, Colton? Alright, just want to make sure it's working. Ooh. I guess most people just wanted to be here for the grinding. We lost a lot of our people from the stream once I went to multiplayer, but that's fine. We'll just take the piece, won't we? Yeah, if you find like a super rare fallow or something, obviously let me know about that, because that's obviously a species I don't want to lose. But if you find diamonds or anything, you can have them. It's just whatever you want to do, man. I mean, if you want me to change time to something else, we can. Dude, there's like nothing. I'm literally like, I've been like running for like ever around this mountainside. I haven't seen a single animal of any kind. What is it? Oh, nice. Nice. Give him some give him some love, man. Give him some love. Dude, I don't want... Ooh. What you asked me to hunt fallow, and then you don't even have the weapons for it. Get it together, man. Oh, man. Hang on a second. Somebody left me a message on YouTube. Give me 1 second. It ain't in the chat. It's a YouTube message about one of my videos, I'm guessing. Nice. One second, guys. I'm just replying to someone's message on one of my. Someone replied to one of my my Fishing Sim World Pro Tour my streams, and he was giving me some advice on like what baits to use in the Amazon. That game was a lot of fun, but it's not Fishing Planet. Like I said, I love that game to death, both games. But I think that it's a little bit more exciting to catch bigger fish on the Pro Sim World, because you actually get to see your person holding that the monster that you caught. Whereas on Fishing, which you can do the same thing obviously on Fishing Planet, but the graphics that it has, I don't know. I wish that Fishing Planet would get a remaster. I really do. I wish they'd either remake it like and be like complete like just putting it into like today's Unreal Engine. That would be amazing. That would be amazing if they just took it and put it into Unreal Engine 5. Could you imagine Fishing Planet? Oh my gosh. No, you can use dogs. No, I really don't know what happened. Like I said, I was gonna try to relaunch it, and if it happened again, I would turn them off. But whenever as we relaunched in, you said that everything's normal now, so we should be good. Yeah, I wanted to see if we could use dogs without having any kind of bugs or anything happen, and so far it's looking like it's working out pretty well. The only thing that's not working out for me is I can't find a single animal that I want to shoot. I'm just running. I'm playing Marathon Simulator right now. Good grief. What do you think the next rate one's gonna be? Like I know you said Jaguar, but I mean like if it could be anything other than Jaguar, what would you want it to be in Peru? Yeah, the little bears. Yeah, they're really cute, man. I like them. Oh, nice. Hail Mary! Got him. Alright, we're good. Dude, I don't know how my shot is like still on point. I've not played this game in like 3 weeks, and I come back and it's like I never left. Yeah. What's up, Warrior? Welcome back, man. You have to swap your bears. Oh yeah, they're a pain if you have to do that, man. Also, for anybody that's currently on the map hunting with us, just watch my hunting pressure. If you guys were to come across a super rare, please let me know about those. I don't want to lose them. But all diamonds and below and gold rares and below, you're more than welcome to shoot. No, I still have my. I think my mule deer is still set up on there, if I ain't mistaken. I was gonna move to moose, but I don't know. I just kind of lost. It's one of those grinds where it's like you don't want to mess it up. You know what I mean? My mule deer grind is so good on that map that it's like I hesitate every time I think of the idea of changing it. You know what I mean? Because the Silver Ridge Peaks is a different story. The Silver Ridge is a map that I just kind of wanted to do for fun. That's the reason why we're getting a great one off that one, and why I'm okay with pulling it up and moving to Black Bear afterwards. But a Ski Ridge, it's just their mule deer grind on that map is so efficient. It is hard for me to change things up on that map. Even though I know I could always go back to it, but still. I'm really intrigued to see what this Peru Great One is going to be. That's what I'm intrigued to see. Prayer, if you're needing any help, Colton can reply to you in chat if you need him to. He's really educated in the black bears. He's helped me a lot with mine. But if you have any questions or having trouble with them, we can both try to help you if you need us to. He says he has like no males in his exteriors, and he's having to swap around a lot of stuff. I really am trying to find stuff to shoot, but I'm just not finding anything beyond rabbits here and there. I might need to move, to be honest. Let me see if I can find something somewhere else to go. Do what? Yeah. Yeah. Which that's usually what I set my time to. If I'm gonna hunt on this map, it usually is during red deer time. I don't really hunt the other times, and the only time I hunted the other times was whenever I was going after the haggis. What is it? Oh yeah, Warrior, if you haven't checked down at the bottom of the map along the coast, you might want to check those areas and try to herd manage those areas. Because those zones are a pain, and the first thing you want to do is herd manage those zones, even if you're not wanting to do HM, just so that way you know what's down there. Because that place is a nightmare to hunt in. So go ahead and take care of those zones, and then from there all you have to worry about is the ponds. That's just a little bit of an advice. I think so. I think that you can have two haggises at the same time on a map, but it's a very rare spawn apparently. But that's the thing, is that nobody knows if they respawn or not. A lot of people have not found a second one. So I mean, like I said, according to the devs, one dev eventually said, I wonder who's going to be the first double hag, but nobody's ever got two. So, you know, I really don't know. How would you HM them? Basically any level 4s and any level 4 males and below you leave. Every level 5 and above you shoot. Or if you want to leave the level 5s, then you can, and then just shoot 6s and above. But I would recommend leaving 4s and below, just so that way the level 5s give you a little bit better results. At least it works the same way with red deer too, in my experience. If you shoot the level 5s and above, you tend to get a lot more variation in rares and stuff, which is very strange. You get more diamonds if you leave if you do it the other way around, but I got like a lot more rares and a lot more variations if I shot 5s and above. So I'm kind of doing both the bears and the red deer the same way. But of course, Colton, if you're wanting to put anything extra in the chat, you can, because you are the local bear god. So. Oh, Prayer just said that Mel's Gaming has 5 different haggises. I think the reason she has 5 haggis is because you actually can start a new game and go into Scotland and get a haggis every time. You unfortunately you'll have to have them on different accounts, obviously, but you can get multiple haggises by just hitting new game. Yeah, that's true. I'm not meaning to interrupt you. I'm sorry, man. You go first. Yeah, Colton said that one was given to her, which was true. The other ones, someone found out back before they did the fix. Someone found a way that you could hit new game and be guaranteed a haggis like within like the first 4 hours of being on your map. And I believe that they probably used that method in order to get the rest of them. Again, you do have to lose everything because you have to hit new game again, but you can get unlimited haggises. All you have to do is hit new game and then just play through the missions again. I'm somebody who doesn't want to lose all my stuff, so. Yeah, true. What's up, Lenny? Yes, it is Scotland. We are currently open in multiplayer. If you want to join us, if you're on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, it should say D-Train Games Server. As long as there's openings available, you can join us. Just watch the hunting pressure, and if you see a super rare, let me know. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to shoot anything else. Also, make sure you keep things family friendly. But other than that, we're good. We got one opening. We got 4 people and me, so we have one more opening for anybody that wants to join us. Yeah, man, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Talk about whatever you want to. Like I said, just keep it clean, but talk about whatever you want to with me. I've been more than happy to chat with you. Right now, I'm just struggling to find anything. Give me 1 second. I can actually tell you because I was going to do fallow on this map at one point, and I decided not to. Let's see, where you at, Colton? Let me find you. I know, I'm looking for you. Okay, yes. So, if you zoom in, do you see where I have the fallow deer found? Like, down in that creek down below you to the left? There's like a real little creek. All the way up that creek they'll drink, and then up there around the top sections, around that middle top section, they'll drink. The really big pond that you're currently at, if you want to look around there and see if you find any, you can. I actually did not finish looking for fallow deer in that area because I just didn't feel like going across that whole pond. So, if you want to look for them in that zone, you definitely can. But I do have all the fallow deers on the maps on my map located above you and to the left. Because, like I said, I was going to do a grind on this map, and then I decided not to once I realized that everything was in the thick stuff. Yeah, a majority of my fallow deer, unfortunately, are in that little bitty creek, and it's very thick stuff. So try to be stealthy if you're going to hunt them. Oh, gotcha, Lenny, gotcha. Well, I appreciate you hanging out in the stream, man. If you're having a good time being here, make sure you hit the like button for me and subscribe if you want to. We're trying to reach 700 subscribers. And we also have a Discord that's brand new to the channel. So if you want to go to my Discord, it's on my description if you want to join it. But yeah, man, it's good to have you either way. Sorry you can't join us, but hopefully it's still fun to watch the stream, and I'll talk to you anytime I can. And if you need any advice on the game or anything, either Lenny, if you have any questions about Call of the Wild, I have over 4,000 hours in the game, and I also have a majority of the great ones in the game as well. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I don't care to help teach you. Don't care a bit. And we also have some very good mods and stuff in the chat too today. We have Colton, who's actually here on the map with me. We got Prayer, who knows some stuff, and we also got Zera, who's kind of popping in and out. So if you have any questions about Call of the Wild or anything, just feel free to ask us. We don't care a bit to help you. I don't look like I have 4,000 hours under me where I'm not finding anything, but it's just from where I mainly hunted this map for haggis hunting. So I don't exactly know where to be at what times, but I have hunted on this map quite a bit. There we go. Finally, there's something I can shoot. It's a little dude, but I'll shoot him. Oh, no, it's clear. Yeah, we can do them. We can do that one. I'm just not a very big fan of that map, but we can definitely hunt it if you want to. I don't know. I like the mule deer on it, and I like the red deer on it, but everything else I'm just not very big on. I don't know. I've never been a water. I'm actually not a big water buffalo fan. I like them, but I don't love them. I just kind of hunt them opportunistically. So, they're not really like an aim of mine, if that makes sense. Most of the stuff, if I'm going to parquet, it's to hunt pumas, red deer, mule deer, and then also the black bucks on there, ain't they? Yeah, yeah. Those are the only three that I really target when I go to the parquet. Albino gold. Oh man, that's beautiful. I would love to have that as a black buck. My European lodge is definitely in need of some more trophies. That's for sure. Your main account is on PC. You got like 340 hours in the game right now. That's awesome, Zero. Yeah. Well, on my account for the PlayStation 5, last time I looked, I think it was like right at 2,000, if I ain't mistaken. It's like in the upper 1800s. And on PS4, I had like 2,200 before I switched to PS5. So I go ahead and consider it 4,000 hours in total because it's close enough. I'm finally finding stuff. Hooray! It's roe deer, but I'll take them. Oh, dude, it's not pretty good. It's incredible. It's a little bit too easy, to be honest. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised. I don't know how I hit that deer. I'm actually surprised that they haven't patched it, to be honest, because you can literally just sit there going around in circles and just shoot and shoot and shoot. Because it's the only way to hunt for them without having to worry about the females. Because you can just shoot the males off that one pond. Yeah. Like I said, I was thinking about doing the Quattro grind today because, how efficient it is, but I'm just really wanting to get that mule deer. That's my number one great one I'm wanting right now is that mule deer, so that I can move on to black bear. So, like, after I get the muleys, I'm going to move into blacks, and then I'll be bouncing between black bear, fallow deer, and the roe deer. But I'm only wanting one roe deer, I think. I don't think I'm going to get more than one. I might, but I'm not sure. Oh, well. What's up, Zane? Welcome to the chat, man. Glad to have you. Hope you're doing well today, buddy. You want to start a row grind on Quattro so bad, but I have no in-game money to buy the setup stuff. Oh, I hear that, Zero. Honestly, the best way to make money is just just do a fallow grind, honestly, because fallow are worth a lot of money. In my opinion, the fallow grind is the best money maker grind in the game. Oh yeah, fallow, red deer, and there was one other one that I can't think of it, but fallow and red deer, not roe, red. The fallow deer and the red deer grinds are the two best money makers in the game, in my opinion. Red deer? Oh, you said red. Yeah, roe deer is like a whitetail situation where the big ones are the ones that give you money and everything else is kind of crap. So, depending on which gun you're using, of course. If you're using the right gun for them, then you'll get a pretty decent amount of money each time. But if you're someone that like the normal grinders, we're using 300s, then you're going to be getting very little. Let me see. What's up, Zane? You were just wondering if the mule deer grind is good on SRP because I just bought the map. Dude, it is insanely good. At the end of this stream or right now, whatever you want to do, just rewind the stream. At the very beginning, I actually have a full hour of me doing my grind on the mule deer for SRP. You can copy that. You can copy my grind if you want to, but that grind is amazing on SRP. It's very good. Honestly, I would say it's actually just as good as a ski. If you got the right setup, it's just as effective. It's very, very fun, and it's a very good map for mule deer. So yes, mule deer and black bear are amazing on that map. All right, Warrior. We'll see you later, man. Fox pays really good too. Yeah, they do. Yeah, Fox is a good grind for money. You gotta be using the right weapons to get the right kind of money for it, but yeah, they're good. That's true. That's why I don't do them. Is because even though my shot is good on medium to large game animals, the small game I'm terrible with. So I just don't really do the small game grinds. Dude, I am finding zilch. I need to move again. I've almost got $4 million in the game again though. I'm at 39. I'm 39. 3,999,3,220. So I'm getting back to almost having a 4 million again. Yeah, just 4 million. Yeah. I don't have that much money, man. I need to get more. I'm broke. Yeah, absolutely, Zane. And if you... Oh, sorry, Colton. 1 second. Zane, it's not a problem, man. If you have any questions concerning your mule deer grinds, you can always go to the community tab and leave questions for me. You can come to the actual stream itself from today and comment down below, and I'll always respond to people. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask today during the stream, or if you want to join Discord and ask there. I'm always checking Discord every day. And I try not to keep people hanging for too long if I'm not busy. So if you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask me. I don't care to help you. But yeah, I did the Ski Ridge grind and got my first great one at 450 kills. And we're right now like 1390 something. Like 1396 into the mule deer grind on Silver Ridge. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I don't care a bit to help you. What's up, Roscoe? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you, man. Talk about whatever you want to. Just keep it clean. Hope you're doing well. Colton, what were you saying, man? I'm sorry. No, you don't. No, you don't. Cap, stop lying. I'm just kidding, man. If you really do have that much money, that's insane. 15 mil, man. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I just don't play like consistently enough to constantly be making money, but I play enough to where I'm like staying in the millions easily. So, and plus the reason I had like nearly 5 million, but I spent a lot of money on tents and stuff for this last grind that I did. The Quattro grind for the road deer, I had to spend a lot of money for the tents for that one. There you are. Darn, I can't find a female rabbit for the life of me. Am I excited for Peru? Dude, I really am. I really, really am excited for Peru. I'm excited to see what the jaguars are like. I'm excited to hunt the caimans. And on launch day, if I'm able to stream that Tuesday, we will be doing a multiplayer stream. And if you're on PS4 or PS5, I'm opening my map up to the public, and you guys can actually come on launch day and hunt with me. So like I said, that is my plan at least. And if we can't do it on that Tuesday, we're going to be doing it on Wednesday. Just depending on what time I can stream. But yes, I'm looking very much forward to hunting on that map. It's going to be a banger, I believe. Also, guys, I haven't said this in a while, but if you guys are in the stream and having a good time being here today, please feel free to join. Please feel free to hit the like button for me and subscribe. We're trying to reach 700 subs. I really appreciate your support. And if you guys want to join chat, feel free to. I'll entertain any of you. Just keep it clean. Right now, I'm just kind of playing Running Man, though. I can't hardly find anything for some reason. Usually you just go around every corner on this map and you can find stuff, but right now I'm not finding a thing. Let's change. You think we should change up time, Colton, or do you think we're good? Do you hear me, Colton? You think we should change? Alrighty. Alright, we'll go red deer. For anybody that's currently on the map right now, just make sure you guys watch my hunting pressure. If you guys happen to see a super rare, let me know about those. But gold rares and below is you're more than welcome to shoot, and also all diamonds. But if you find a diamond rare, please let me know. I don't want to lose those. And make sure you guys are hunting on your own. They're 6:20, ain't they? Is that a good time? Okay, so we'll do 6:30 then. I think whenever I was grinding for them, I think I always started at like 6:30 or 7, if I ain't mistaken, but that's been years ago. Do what? You cut out? Oh, okay. I don't know. I usually started around 7 because like I said, where I didn't have that many zones, I literally would just do 2 runs. So like I would do 1 full run and then do another run, and then at that point I reset time. Is how I normally did those. Oh yeah. I mean, this time of day is actually pretty nice though. I mean, you can see everything this time of day. What's my favorite great one? Right now it is still the moose. I think the moose is the prettiest great one in the game right now. But I also really love whitetail, and I really love, let me see, what was the other ones? I really like the fallow deer great ones, and I love the mule deer. So those have been my favorite ones in the game. And I do have a majority of the great ones in the game. There's just a few of them I didn't pursue because I just didn't really care too much to get them. Wasn't that I didn't like them, I just didn't want to hunt the animal species. I didn't want to grind the species. Yeah, I have 3 whitetail, 2 fallow, and then I have 1 of every other type of animal in the game except for the black bear, the fox, the tar, and the roe deer, which I'm working on both. I'm going to be working on the black bear as soon as I get the mule deer off SRP, and I'm currently working on the roe deer. And then I also don't have the boar. But those are the only ones I don't have a great one of. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if I've seen it or not, Colton. I think you left it in, I think you put a picture of it on Discord whenever you found it, but I don't think that I've seen it after you taxed it. Yeah, you did show it to me. But like I said, it's been like a month, I think, like a month or a month and a half since you killed it, if I'm not mistaken. So I can't remember exactly what it looked like right now. Right now, I'm trying to picture it, but all I can see is the pig from God of War because I played God of War recently. So. Hey, Hopper, it's picking up background noises on your mic, man. Do you mind to mute unless you need to speak to us? Appreciate it. Alright, let's see. Said if you need anything or anything, you can always talk to me, but we just don't want things picking up things in the background. From the haggis hunt. Yeah, I did. It was rough. Also, we're streaming at the moment, so if you don't mind to watch the language, I'm not judging or anything. But yeah, you're fine though. But yeah, I spent over 45 hours hunting for the haggis before the patch, and then after the patch, it only took me 6 hours to find him. So. In the patch, they fixed it. They said that there was certain accounts that, for whatever reason, wasn't verifying some sort of like something in the number, whatever it's called. There was something within the game that was keeping certain profiles from finding the haggis. So they fixed it. They fixed it. So I spent all that time looking for a haggis, and it was never on my map. Oh gosh. I found mine on the right-hand side. It was actually, you know that really big mountain that's on the, where there's that valley and then the big mountain and there's also like a smaller one on the other side. I found mine literally on the back side at the very tip top of that mountain on the right-hand side of the map. You might want to search that area. And I found his tracks at 1600 in the evening. He was actually eating right beside that outpost over there on the right-hand side from 12 to 14. So anywhere on the map above the river, actually. Any of the mountainous areas that have like the pointed tops to them, any of those mountains you can find them on. So correct, yeah. Now you can find them now I will tell you from my experience, because I did a lot of what quote unquote research before I hunted the haggis. And what I mean by research is I watched a lot of people kill their haggises, and all I was doing was seeing what time of day and where they got it. A lot of people have found theirs actually in the evenings, with only a few people finding theirs in the mornings. So what I would do is I would hunt from 6 to 12, And then if I didn't find anything in that area, I would then move down and then hunt the evenings in the same spot. So I hunted the same spot all day long, which is like gruesome. And then eventually I decided just to hunt whenever. So if you want to go to my channel, I'm brand new and I'm learning how to edit and everything, so it's not as like professional as like Scarecrow and Flinter. D-Train Games, the same thing you see here. But yeah, I stream 3 days a week, from 4 to 6 hours during the summer at a time. And I'm mostly a Call of the Wild hunting and fishing channel, but we also do playthroughs for some of my favorite storyliners. But I do have a guide about the haggis on my channel, and I also have the video of me taking it out. So if you do want to check that out, you can. Again, it's not as professionally done as like Scarecrow and Flinter is, but I did the best I could with it. So, hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, like I said, you're more than welcome to join the chats. We do multiplayer streams once a month, which this month we're actually doing 2, because when Peru launches, I'm going to do a multiplayer stream with you guys then too. Just like I said, the only thing about my channel is I like to try to keep it family friendly. So when you're in the chat, just keep it that way. Oh yeah, you're fine. Like I said, I'm not judging you by any means. It's just that there's, with this game being an E for everybody type game, you're going to have some kids in the chat and stuff. So I'm just trying to keep it clean that way. And plus, I don't curse in real life myself, and I don't want to read it in chat. So that's kind of the reason why I keep it that way. But yeah, you're fine. Like I said, I'm not offensive to anybody, and it's just the way you speak. So I'm not judging you for it. So. Okay, so just to give you some background on me, because just so that way you can feel comfortable asking me questions. I have over 4,000 hours in this game. I've been playing since launch, but I've only been doing Great One grinding since 2021. And I have most of the great ones in the game, except for like a little handful of ones I didn't really care too much to grind for. But from my knowledge about the haggis, so if you have any questions for me, in other words, just ask away. I don't care. I love talking to people, so don't bother me. But with the haggis, that part is actually a huge mystery still. There was a developer, whenever the map came out, who actually said, I wonder who the first multi-magus, that's funny, who the first double haggis is going to be. So, yes, it apparently is possible for somebody to spawn 2, but there has been nobody in the history of this map that since launch that has done that. Nobody's found 2. The only way that people have got 2 or more is by hitting new games, because if you hit new game, it resets the status of the map, and you can get another haggis that way. So, you can get multiple haggises, but you have to lose all your stuff over and over again. So that's the reason why. That's why I don't do it. I do. I will say, and the only reason I say I do is because of the fact that, for everybody in chat wondering, he's asking me if I think there's going to be any cryptids. The reason I say yes to it is because someone actually asked one of the developers at Call of the Wild, is there, straight up, is there going to be a cryptid on the new map? And they said we cannot deny or confirm. So, in my opinion, they confirmed it without confirming it. Yeah, exactly. So, in my opinion, yes, I do believe there's going to be a new cryptid. However, I have not done any research on it yet, so I don't know what it could be. Yeah, very true. However, I don't know how a snake would work in Call of the Wild. I mean, I'm sure they can make it, because their graphics are good enough for it, obviously. But at the same time, it's like, you think they would actually have an anaconda species on the map for them to actually base the cryptid off of, because on this map, from what I know, they kind of use the length and the body of the pine martens and the badgers in order to make the haggis. Yeah, from the research I've done, apparently they just took the model of a badger and then used the length for, I don't know how they used the pine marten at all, but apparently they used those two and then just recoded it to make the haggis. So the haggis is basically just a badger. It's just reskinned. There is stuff you have to do. I don't mind to tell you, but again, my guide is on the channel, and I actually show you everywhere you can find the haggis. So every location that has a haggis spawn, I have it on that guide. So I have it all circled for you, so that way you know where you can search. But yes. So the first thing you want to do is turn on your missions, and you want to play through the mission chain that's called Haggis Hunt. And there's actually been some people find their haggises during that time, because I think it takes at least 2 hours for your haggis to actually spawn on your map. So you have to put 2 consecutive hours on the map before the haggis spawns, is the way I believe. In my video, I say 3 to 4 in my video, because that's just giving it extra safety. Yeah, but in my opinion, after at least 2 to 3 hours of you being on your map, you can know in your heart that you have it now. But I would at least go ahead and complete the Haggis missions because the areas those missions take you through are places you can find the Haggis. So, yes and no. People say that it's tied to the Haggis hunt. So, in my opinion, at least make sure that you got the Haggis hunt completed. The way you know it's done is not to ruin any of the story by any means. But at the very end, I think it's at the end at least. You actually eat your Haggis. And that's how, and then it ends at that point. Now again, I haven't played it in months since this map has launched, so I couldn't tell you exactly. But I will say at least get the Haggis missions done because according to EW, they said that those are the only missions that really matter about the Haggis spawn. So you need to at least complete those, and then you don't have to worry about the rest if you don't want to. As long at that point you can just free hunt, and once you've hit your 2 to 3 hour mark, you know it's on the map. There is a skill that you can unlock in your skill tree. About the outpost. I don't know if you're watching my stream right now, but I gotta pull it up to remember what it's called either way. But it's under skills and it's under ambusher and it's at the very top right under tier 4. It's called Keen Eye. And basically if you go to the lookout points on this map and then use those over and over again, which is how I got so many zones by the way. If you use that, it actually will show you the Haggis zone if it's within 500 meters of those lookout points. And there's been people find their Haggis that way. So that's the reason why my map is laggy, and that's also the reason why there's so many zones, is because that's what I was doing. Yeah. By the way, we're also going to be... What is it, Colton? I'm sorry, he's one of my mods. What is it, Colton? Yeah. But we're going to be changing maps here in just a minute. I'm Hyper, so I mean, if you want to join, if you want to stay with us, you can. If you go to my stream, I give everybody a 10-second countdown, so that way they know when my map's going live. But we're going to be switching maps here in about 5 minutes and going somewhere else for another hour. We got 2 more hours left in the stream, so 2 more maps. You're more than welcome to keep hunting with us if you want to. I will let you choose since you're brand new. I will let you know if I'm grinding on the map, though. If it's a map we're grinding on, we obviously can't do it. But if you choose the map, we can do the multiplayer on. I don't care one bit. Silver Ridge, a ski ridge, New England, which New England is kind of like up in the air right now if I'm going to keep it because I got the whitetail off of it, so the Great One whitetail, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get the moose next or not. Let me see what else am I using? South Sweden. I think that's it. Actually, I think those are the only maps I'm currently using. Oh, and I think Alaska because I think I still got a wolf grind going on there. And once again, whichever one you want to go to, we can go to either one of those. I don't mean to put the spotlight on you, but anytime that I get someone who's brave enough to talk and chat to me and wants to help subscribe to the channel, I reward them by letting them choose the next map. So, okay. Now, also, if you notice at the top where it says I'm a harvest animal with a diamond, I give everybody a first to a diamond/rare challenge in an hour. So, if you find a diamond or a rare within the next hour on the next map, you get to choose the next map again. So that's kind of how I keep things entertaining on here during our multiplayer streams. Now you can only win once though, so I'm letting you choose the first one where you're new and you subscribe, but you can win the next one too. But if you ever join our next multiplayer streams, you can only win once because obviously it wouldn't be fair if you had one person that kept finding diamonds. So, but yeah, so you're wanting to go to Thunder Baton? All right, sounds good, man. Colton left, so I'm guessing he's getting prepared for the next map, or he lost connection one. But yeah, my only rules for multiplayer is obviously keep to yourself. Don't be around other players, so that way there isn't any bugs or any competition for a game. Watch my hunting pressure, obviously. Don't destroy any of my zones. And then the only other rule I have, if you find any super rare animals, in 4,000 hours, I have not got a super rare or even laid eyes on one. So yeah. So if you find a max level animal and it has a rare color, please let me know about those. However, any diamonds or gold rares and below, you're more than welcome to take home with you. So that's how I'm fair to everybody. Is I only have one trophy that nobody can take home with them if they're respectful enough to let me know. Obviously, is obviously great ones and super rares are off limits, but everything else is you're more than welcome to shoot. Dude, what is it? You're cut out on me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's painful when you see that. So obviously, I have a little bit of like a reservations about certain people that have like numerous of them. It makes me wonder if they've like modded their game a little bit or something. Because I'm an avid grinder. I've been grinding ever since 2021, and full herd management and everything, and never even laid eyes on a max level rare. So I know there's obviously legit players who just come across them or are able to find them. So obviously that's true, and I'm not accusing anybody of cheating. But I do think there is a few people who get into the INE files of the game and really up their chances of getting super rares. Because, but again, I'm not accusing anybody. I'm not even saying that's a thing. But I'm sure there is some people out there that's done that. But I did learn one thing, and I think it's kind of like, I get it, but it's also kind of like bleh about Call of the Wild. Apparently, every account that's made has different percentages about finding certain trophies. I didn't know if you knew that or not. Yeah. Now this is not a confirmed thing, but way back in 2024, whenever I was really having a hard time finding, I was actually kind of depressed at one point because I couldn't find super rares. So I did some research. And even though it's not like a confirmed thing, there's a lot of people who have a lot of theories that are backed up by support in the game about that, using the INE files and just what they've researched. And there's a lot of people who believe that every account that is made for this game has a roll of the dice about which trophies they have a higher chance at finding. So, like with me, I've had extremely good luck finding diamonds, normal rares, and great ones. You know what I mean? Like I've been able to find those sub 2,000 a lot of the time. The great ones. I've only had like 3 of my great ones have been over 2,000 kills. And yet I've never even seen a super rare. And yet I can tell you that there's people that I know who are literally a flip of the coin, where they have seen all the super rares you can imagine, but have the hardest time finding great ones. So I mean, like I said, there's people that I know that like go 3,000 kills almost every grind they do before they find the great one, and yet they find super rares about it, but yet they have multiple super rares. So because of that alone, I do believe it's a fact that every time you make a new account and then hit new game, it literally rolls the dice about your luck chances. And that's how the game balances, which trophies spawn is by making sure that everybody has different rolls of the dice. Again, not confirmed. It's just a theory that is supported by a lot of stuff that people look at. You know what I mean? All right, guys. Hyper, I don't know what your name is on YouTube. What is your name? What is your name if you're going to join chat? Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and join chat for me, so that way I know you're in there. Just say hello or something, so that you know you're there. We're gonna go ahead and back out of Scotland, and I'm gonna get my map prepared for Thunder Baton. That way you have a chance at getting in there, because it's 5 people and it's first come first serve. So, all right. Thank you guys for joining for this map. Let's go ahead and jump over to Thunder Baton. What's up, Chris? Glad to see you in the stream, man. Alright, guys, I'm going to launch my map for anybody who's playing with us. I'm going to launch the map, but then step away for a minute. I need to take my dog outside, and I also need to use the restroom myself before I come back to the stream. So, you guys are more than welcome to hunt. Just like I said, watch my map for me, make sure everybody's following my rules, if you will. And whenever I come back, we'll get back to the stream. So let me go ahead and create the map for you all. Alright, guys. We're going to give you all a countdown now. We're moving to Thunder Baton. It should say D-Train Games server. Again, do not destroy my zones. Watch for running pressure. If you guys find a super rare potential, let me know about it. Do not shoot it if you guys will be respectful enough to let me know about that. And then last but not least, keep to yourself. Don't get in the other hunter's way. Here's your countdown, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck to everybody. I will set it to Tiger drink time, and then I am going to step away for a minute so I can use the restroom. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you are, please make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe for me. I'd really appreciate the support. What's up, guys? Welcome back, Colton and Hopper. Glad to see you guys got in. Alright, Colton Hopper, like I said, just watch my map for me while I'm gone. Make sure nobody's building up too much hunting pressure if we get anybody join us. I'm gonna set it to tiger time for you guys, and then I'm gonna go use the restroom and take care of my dog, and then I'll be right back. No problem, man. No problem. Thank you for joining thank you for joining my stream and subscribing. I appreciate your support. All right, guys. Here we go. Good luck to all of you. Don't die, by the way. Kill them before they kill you. I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm not back just yet, but Colton, if you would, keep an eye on chat. If anybody asks where I'm at or anything, just let them know that I've stepped away real quick. I'll be right back. Or Hopper, either one of you guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Let me refresh my stream real quick. Sorry to leave you off for a few minutes. Alright, man. Hey, I saw that you left the map a second ago. Did you get disconnected or what happened there? Okay. If anybody on my map, if there's anybody on my map that notices any kind of weird bugginess going on, let me know. My internet is good, but it's not great. So, and this is the first time I've tried it with dogs. So the dogs on the map may be what's causing it. So just let me know if you guys encounter anything weird, okay? I need to change my loadout. Everybody always gets so blown away by my loadout when they see it because I literally have a weapon for every single class of animal. So I have the what's it called? I'm wearing a backpack, but I don't have the perk. And if you have a backpack on and you play the right weapons, you're able to get a weapon for everything. So I have the bolt action 308. I have the pump from 257. I have the Richardson 500. I also have the 22, the 22L, the Virant 22, and then I've also got the Bella Hag 12 gauge. So I literally have something for everything. Oh yeah, and that's not all. I also have the Sin Eliminator and the first aid kit. The way I do it is that I have the large backpack, and yeah, if you get the big backpack, you can carry it. But like I said, you have to kind of bounce things around. If you use the ARs, the ARs I think are heavier, whereas the bolt actions aren't, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though. Alrighty. Anybody get anything good while I was gone, by the way? Has anybody killed any tigers or anything yet? Okay. Do you know where to get tigers? Okay. Gotcha. The one that I want is the Siberian tiger. The one that looks like the white. That's the rare that I want. If you guys find a white tiger, if you guys find any of the white tigers, please let me know, because those are the rares that I'm wanting most of anything. So if you guys find the other rares, you're more than welcome to shoot them. But if you find the white, please let me know, because I don't want. I really want one. I really want those. Okay, so the way that I would put it is that now I don't do the grind, because to me it's more fun to hunt tigers by free roaming and just running into them. But I will say that you can still somewhat do the grind. But the way that you have to do it is you have to basically hunt several times in a row, take notes on a piece of paper or take screenshots, and find out exactly where the majority of your tigers are spawning in. Once you find the ponds or areas on the river where you find your tigers most often, that's where you'd want to put your tents. So so you just go around those tents and try to find tigers. If they're not there at that point, you just have to go out of your way to find them elsewhere. But yeah, that's how you have to do it. Is you basically just have to play a game of chance. Just choose 10, 12 different locations that you know tigers could be, and just jump around them. And if they're not there, then you know they're not there, so you have to move somewhere else. But yeah, tiger grinding, in my opinion, it's tough, and I'm not into it. You know what I mean? I like free roaming for them. I tell you what, though, I'm really intrigued to see what the Jaguar is going to be like. Okay, so according to the way they really are, I watch Survivor Man and a lot of different survival series shows, and which Survivor Man is the one only true Survivor in my opinion, and the people on Alone. The show Alone and then Survivor Man are the best survival shows because they're actually legit. Oh dear, hang on, I may have just found a tiger. I got a threat nearby. Yep, we got a tiger. I don't see it though. Oh dear. Don't kill me, please. Oh, I got him. It's just a level 1 female. Yeah, nothing too special. I'm gonna try to shoot her right in the brain, actually. Yeah, I did not get the brain shot, but golly, the 500 is just 500 to the skull, dude. Oh, I hit vitals. I shot her in the head and got vitals. Golly, this thing is a beast, dude. I love this gun. Yes. Yeah, the Richardson 500. I've got it customized, though. I changed up its colors a little bit to make it look a little cleaner, if you will. I'm somebody that really loves camouflage or very clean wood. Those are my two favorite colors for a gun. Oh yeah, I forgot to answer your question. I apologize. The way I'm looking at them in real life, they are hyper aggressive. If you get in their area, especially at nighttime, they will literally hunt you. And if you notice in the trailer, they literally tell you hunt for them at night if you dare. So I think they're going to be a little bit different. The way I'm looking at it, they're going to have the same setup as the tigers, where they'll stalk you. But I think at nighttime, they're going to be a lot more aggressive. Yeah. Yeah, and they do the same thing until you get close enough. And then at that point, they'll start stalking you. The way I look at the Jaguar, or the way I would like for it to work, I know it'd be scarier than crap. But the way that I would like for it to work is for them to actually hunt the hunter. Like, if you're in their area, it doesn't matter if you're hundreds of yards away from them. In real life, they could pick up a human's odor with over 300 yards away, I think is what they said. Well, actually, they're pretty good. In real life, tigers, if you face them, they will not charge you. If you did not know that, they'll actually keep their ground until you turn your back on them. Because tigers, they don't like being challenged. They enjoy stalking up on their prey and attacking them. Now, sometimes, of course, there's a few tigers that have attacked people while facing them, but most of the time, the tigers they'll actually just kind of keep away from you. They won't leave, so they're still menacing. So, they will not actually try to attack you until you have your back turned, which is scarier than you can imagine. But yeah, they actually got tigers pretty well on this map, in my opinion. Dude, well, the way that I would describe the way that I'm hoping and praying that the Jaguars work is I kind of want it to be kind of like Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. I want it to literally be where anytime you're in the jungle, you could be hunted. Where you don't have to be around their zones, you don't have to be near their feed zones or their drink zones. You literally just have to be within a couple hundred yards of them, and then they'll immediately start stalking you. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I'm hoping it happens, is that they'll start stalking you at the moment they get your scent. So you could really just not even be targeting jaguars. You could be hunting capybaras or whatever have you. Next thing you know, you hear a yeah, and the next thing you know, that you're just getting attacked. Do what? Yeah, and that's the reason why I don't think it's going to be the new great one. A lot of people are saying that they think that it's going to be the new great one, and honestly, that would be awesome as a great one. Yeah, but they they're too rare, in my opinion. And you know what I'm bummed out about? I literally just had back-to-back tigers at pawns, and they were both females. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, like I said, that makes two tigers back-to-back pond after pond, and they were both females. That's sad. But honestly, ha- hang, hang on a sec, guys. You guys are clashing. 1 second. Hopper, I've been talking to you for a minute, so let's let Colton have a turn real quick. Colton, what were you saying? What was it, Colt? Okay. Do you know what the one that fled was? Do you know what rank it was? Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, just keep your eyes open, guys. Like I said, you're welcome to any tiger, but if you guys find the white variation, please let me know. What were you saying, Hopper? I just want to make sure that Colton. I just wanted to make sure that Colton had his turn. Yeah. So, in my opinion, I think that my number one that would be kind of cool would be the Cayman, actually, and I already know how you'd grind for them, and it's literally just run up and down the river constantly. Because if you think about it, if you go to Emerald Coast or Mississippi, that's literally how you alligator and crocodile hunt. You just run up the coast and just shoot all you can find. So technically, all you have to do is just set up a whole bunch of different like duck blinds, if you will, and really just run down the coast or the river or whatever have you. Exactly. Yeah. So it'd actually be a pretty no. In my opinion, the only other ones that it could be is honestly the speculated bear would be a cool one. Um, yeah, in my opinion, so the way I'm looking at the map, I think that jaguars are going to spawn kind of sort of like tigers, where there's going to be just a few of them on the map, and they're easier to hunt than the speculated bear. But at the same time, there's not many of them. The speculated bear, I think, is actually going to be our new snow leopard, if you will, where they're going to be very, very rare, and they're going to be harder to find. Um, so as far as a great one is concerned, I really don't know. I would like to say that new deer species possibly could be up there with it. Um, but then again, they're just basically like a pronghorn type deer, so I really don't know how that would work. Well, not really lame, but just kind of like little undercooked of a great one, if that makes sense. Because to me, those are pretty much the same thing as a corkscrew rack from a mule deer. You know what I'm saying? Or but you got to look at the roe deer too. I didn't think they do that. I didn't think the roe deer would be that impressive, and then whenever it came out, it blew my mind. So I mean, well, not really blew my mind, but it was a lot more impressive than I thought it would be. So, so I mean, maybe they could do something with that deer species. So, I mean, maybe that one. I really don't know what it could be though, because if it isn't the jaguar, then I really don't know of another animal on the map. Was the map this new map is actually mostly a small game map. Like most of the animals on that map are going to be medium game animals or below. So I really don't know what it could be. Do you have any ideas? Yeah. I don't know. That's the thing, is I just don't know. The thing about it is too is we don't know how the spawns are going to work yet. I mean, you could have jaguars that are set up like the roe deer. We have a male and a female at every zone. But you know, that's just the thing, is you don't know. So, I mean, until the map comes out, I really don't know what the new great one could be. I'll tell you one thing that'd be kind of cool as a great one though would be that little the new mustelid. You know what I mean? The little striped tail animals that are on the map. Yeah, I wonder if they would be. Oh, wait a minute, or maybe the anteater looking one. I forget what it's called, but the one that everybody was asking for. Yeah, 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 yeah. That could be a cool great one. That would probably be a pretty neat little great one to have. Yeah, yeah. Like, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, you know, everybody was asking for that species, so that might make a little bit more sense, honestly. Because they've already had a pig species, so I doubt they're going to do the peccary. So so you know, I'll, it is. Yep, it's only on Peru. What is it, Colton? What? They really do, man. Colton, what are you doing on my pond? Don't you know I own this land around here? Get off here. I'm just kidding. I don't mind. I was just running, and next thing you know, I hear a gunshot. I just heard a random gunshot, and I was like, who's around me? No, I don't care. I'm about to leave anyways. I'm just bouncing around looking for tigers. Like, everybody's like, dude, hunt the snow leopards, hunt the yaks, hunt this, and I'm like, no, I'm tigers. Like, if I go to Thunder Baton, I'm a tiger guy. I don't hunt for anything else, really. They are cool. Yeah. Oh, dude, they look like mini jaguars, dude. They're so cool. Yeah. Yeah. What was it, Colton? I saw where you were saying something, but it cut you out. Oh, nice. I was trying to think. Hyper, do you want me to call you Chris or Hyper? Which one do you want me to call you? What name do you want me to call you? Do you want me to call you by your YouTube name or by your name on Call of the Wild? Okay. So, the question I had for you, how many? Do you have like a bunch of animals in your lodge? I'm assuming. Okay, the reason I'm asking you is at the end of every single year, we do a trophy lodge tour where I'll actually come to your trophy lodges and rate your lodges, and I'll also choose which one was my favorite and who had my favorite trophies. So if you want to compete in that later this year, you're more than welcome to. It's usually towards the winter time because I want to give everybody like the entire year to find as many trophies as they can. So usually it's like November. It's usually like no. Oh, dude, come on! I told you to kill them first. Oh, nice. I mean, at least you got him. That's all that matters. Oh goodness, that's one smart tiger. What was it? What level was he? Oh gosh. Nice, nice. I'm glad you at least got him, man. It's always so rough whenever a tiger kills you and then you miss the shot. Oh gosh, it's gutting. Yeah, or yeah, you go back to hunting again and it's just gone. Guys, I forgot to activate the challenge. If you guys find a diamond, don't forget you get to choose the next map. So if you guys find a diamond or a rare, you can choose the next map. Honestly, I don't even know now. I can't remember what it was. I didn't expect for you to die. That just cracked me up, and I forgot what I was talking about. Oh. It's alright, though. No big deal. It happens. If I remember it, I'll let you know. Colton, do you know what? Do you remember like how I led that question? Because if you guys could tell me like what I was started to say, I might remember. Understandable. I gotcha. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, when it comes to Peru, I'm very excited for it. I will say one thing though, I am a very niche grinder. So depending on what the animal is will depend on if I even grind for it. So if there's a new map that launches, so this is mainly for you hoppers, so you know how my channel works. But basically, if there's a new map that launches and there's not a great one on it that I really care about grinding for, we just keep it as a multiplayer map. And that way, at the end of every month, if you guys want to come back to it, we can. So, and then if I ever get done with the map, so like right now on Teowara, which I'm never going to bring that one to multiplayer because it's just too good of a grinding map. But just for instance, let's say that on Teowara, I only wanted to get 3 fallow deer, and I was going to be content after that. So if I decided that was going to be the plan, I would get my 3. I would then go around all my zones, shoot out all the animals that I possibly could, so I would intentionally screw up my ATM, and then from there I'll pull everything up and we bring it to multiplayer next time. So like right now I got my first great one. Wolf was my most recent great one I've got. And I'm wanting to get one more because I have a little corner in my lodge where I'm gonna have 2 great ones howling at each other. But after that I'm gonna pull everything up and then we'll be able to use Yukon. So because Yukon was originally one of my maps and then I decided I wanted a wolf. So ooh. Oh man. Dude, there's so many things that could happen in this game that is gutting. I mean, messing up a great one, having a diamond that you never got, and then you make a bad shot, and it kills it. Oh goodness. Shooting a diamond that you intentionally meant to shoot, but with the wrong gun. You know what I mean? You get a level 4. Yeah, I know, dude. I will tell you something though. They need to make the red deer a level 7. In my opinion, the red deer, yes, it's a big animal, but it's not the size of, let's say, like one of the bigger elks. It's not a moose. And in my opinion, everybody wants to hunt them with the 300s and the bigger weapons. You know, everybody wants to use those against them. Yeah, and that's actually a good point to make with my point is the fact that it's obvious they could suck up those bullets like it's nothing. So I don't know why they don't make it a level 7. There's a lot of things with the red deer that could be improved. In my opinion, they need a lot more variations for the great ones. They need at least 10 more racks and at least 5 to 6 more fur variations for them. Oh, I'm sure they will, actually. I actually think they will. Yes. The reason I'm saying that is because they've already confirmed that they are going to be redoing great ones in the future. They just don't know when, so I'm sure that it'll come at some point. Because they said that there's obviously some great ones like the white-tailed deer, and then they actually mentioned the red deer in their post. This was last year, I think, at one point, so I wouldn't be able to tell you where to go to find the post. But they did say that later down the line, after they've once they've got like a good amount of maps out on the game and stuff like that for the new great ones, because they said they're wanting to bring more species of great ones to people first. So like they're going to bring in like all these other great ones people have been asking for, and then once it kind of dies down where everybody's got pretty much what they want as far as great one species, they're going to go back and start reworking the ones that don't have enough love. So. Yeah, is it after drink time? Is it after the drink time for them? Okay. What time do they stop drinking? I haven't hunted them in forever. Like, I knew what time they started, I just couldn't remember what time they ended. Huh? Are you guys want me to stay with my tigers, or you guys want to do something different? Colton? What do you want, Colt? I don't know if he can hear me. What's up, Prayer? Welcome back to the stream, man. That's fine. We'll put it in tiger drink time. If he wants us to switch it, we'll switch it next time. Yeah, we'll do tigers. November or December. Like I said, I have to. The way my channel works right now, I am currently unemployed, so I have to go with my wife's schedule, because she's the one working at the moment. So so every Sunday I post my schedule for you guys, and I'll let you guys know when I'm going to be streaming. Right now it is the middle of the summer, so I'm streaming 3 days a week, and like I said, I'm aiming for 4 to 6 hour streams a day. And we are mostly a hunting and fishing channel, but like I said, I sometimes take breaks and play other games too. But yeah, I think it's been 3 weeks now since I touched Call of the Wild because I was getting bad burned out, and I told everybody I just needed a break, so we changed things for a little while. So that's why you're seeing on my channel. That's why you see that we're playing some Nautica and a few other things right now because I wanted to just change some things up. But but yeah, that's kind of how our channel works. But yes, so I was going to originally, and I'm sorry to break everybody's bubble. Originally, I was going to do 2 of those. I was going to do 1 Trophy Lodge tour this summer just to kind of go around and visit people's lodges just for the fun of it. But I have a lot of stuff going on this summer. I mean, my birthday's in July. My wife and I's anniversary's in the same month. August, something really big is happening in August, and then deer season starts in September. So for me, it's like I decided I'm just not going to do the second Trophy Lodge tour. We're just going to keep the same, the same thing. But yeah, man, we do mainly Great One grinds, and then at the end of every month we do a multiplayer stream where I'll play with you guys. So, and if you have any friends you think that might like the channel, I mean, like I said, help us grow. We're trying to get to 1,000 as soon as possible. So, and this is my dream is to be a hunting and fishing YouTuber. So I would really appreciate it. Also, other games that I play, just in case you're curious, is I play Marvel Rivals. I play several different storyliner games, and I also play Fishing Planet quite a bit as well. We also play Deer Hunting Camp and a few other related games as well. I don't know if it cut. Go ahead. I do, but it's old. You have to go to my Call of the Wild videos and scroll way down, but you can find my Trophy Lodge store for I believe it's my European lodge, what I used to call my Red Deer lodge. It's pretty much all it's in there is Red Deer and fallow. And I'm changing it now so that way more animals can go in there that's besides those 2 species. But yeah, my North American lodge. So I have 3 different lodges. I have the North American lodge, which is what it sounds like. It's any animal that comes from North America that are my favorite. So that's what's all in there. Is all my great ones that come from North America. Any diamond rare that I want to be in there is in there. And then I have a European lodge, which, like I said, was originally just for fallow and red deer from a long time ago. But now I've turned it into like where it's just anything that's not American. And then I also have an African lodge, which of course there's like barely anything in there because I'm waiting for Africa 2.0 before I really do anything like that. And then the only other lodge that I have is called the Wonky Lodge, and that one's for fun. That one is any extremely wonky animal that I come across that has a weird rack on it or a weird score goes in that lodge. And we actually got one today. We had a 50-50 rack mule deer that was during our grind at the beginning of the stream today, and he's going in there. So, yeah, like I said, I have those 5 lodges right now, and the biggest in my North American and European are the ones that are full. The other ones, and I'm still working on them. But yeah, I do trophy lodge tours, and normally during our multiplayer streams, I actually begin in my trophy lodges so that you guys can actually walk around and see them. So I mean, like I said, if you guys want to go look at my lodges today, we have another hour. If you guys want to go to them, I don't care. Let you guys walk around, and then we can come back out and hunt if you want to. It's whatever you guys want to do. But like I said, I have no super rares, but I do have diamonds, my gold rares and below, and I also have great ones. So that's all I have. Mosaic 220s rack with the kicker's mule deer. You know the big level 4 rack that has the 2 kickers on the top that's really rare to make diamond? That one with the mosaic coloring. That one would be if I could choose my great one, that would be it. I would love that one. Or not great one, but super rare. Now on the other hand, I just love the mosaics in general, so just go with it. But on the other hand, a 300 rack moose with a mosaic, like the big rack moose. Colton, do you know the answer to that one? I don't know about the rarities of the rares. I just know what the rares are. I don't know if you know anything, Colt. Yeah, like how rare is the mosaics? Okay, I didn't know. I think that they said that the mosaics and the acromelanistics are actually rarer than the original colors for them. So like the normal melanistics, the normal albinos, I think that they said they're rarer than those. And I've only got one. I have one Eucharistic red mule deer, and that's the only one I've got of the new colors. So they're pretty rare apparently. I don't know. I just don't know exactly how rare though. Possibly. I mean, like they're definitely the newer ones, and they wanted to make them harder to achieve than the beginning ones. So that makes sense. But I will tell you one trophy lodge that you need to see is Colton's. The guy's been talking to us. He's one of my mods. Dude, he has so many black bear. I call him the black bear god on my channel because he has so many black bear great ones. So I mean, is he still with us? He had it in the chat earlier, but I was wanting to let him answer. Colton, are you still on the map? Can you hear him? Are you on the stream? What's going on? Is he disconnected? Colton! Are you still alive? And the tiger must have actually ate him for real. I don't know where he's at. Let me actually scroll back in the chat because he did actually answer that earlier. Let me see. I don't know how far back it is though. Give me a second. He says that he has in total. This is not how many bears he has. This is just the total amount of great ones he has. He has 29 great ones and 2 super rares. Yeah. I think he told me today that he's like in the. Yeah, there he is. Colton. Hyper. You can go ahead and I'm gonna shut up. And Hyper has some questions for you, so go right ahead. Yeah. Whoa. What? Something is after me, and I don't know where it is. Yeah, it's a buffalo. Get out of here. I don't want no part of you. But he ain't gonna let me have a choice. Alrighty then. Come on. I mean, what were you expecting? Yeah, fall over. Level 6 though, so at least it wasn't a tiny one. But yeah, Colton, he's been with my channel since the beginning. I started in 2023, and Colton came onto the channel pretty soon. I think it was like a month after I started. And yeah, he's very educated in the game, so it was just a given that I would mod him. We've also got Hunter Zero, who I've modded, and there's some Wolf Boss, who sounds like what it sounds like. He has a lot of wolves. And I'm trying to think of who my other mod. I think that might be all of them, isn't it, Colton? Or am I forgetting someone? I'm sorry if I'm forgetting anybody in chat. If for some reason it might be slipping my mind. Was there any other mods, Colton, that I can think of, or was that all of you? Oh, Raven. Raven is my other mod. Which she said that she should be here today, but I haven't seen her in chat yet. But yeah, I have 5 mods on my channel so far. I don't until I hit 1,000. I don't really see the reason to need more because I only have like you can see on my stream. Sadly, my record for chats and for people that's actually been in chat has been like 13. So. Well, my channel though is very successful as far as views are concerned. I have over 80,000 views combined on my channel. So I mean, like yeah. So like I'm having success in views and watch time. I'm just not having very good success in subscribers. Like people just won't subscribe. They'll come in and watch my stuff. They just won't subscribe to the channel for some reason. So that's been the rough part for me. But it's fine. I don't mind it. You know, this is my dream. But if it comes, great. And if it don't, it don't. I know that I'm not really a content creator. I'm more of a streamer. So. I thought about it, but the thing about it is I've been on YouTube since 2023, and I also have very severe ADHD, so it's hard for me to keep up with multiple things. So that's kind of the reason why I'm only sticking to YouTube, because originally I was going to have 2 channels. I was going to have one channel for my playthroughs and one channel for Call of the Wild and hunting and fishing stuff. But the thing about it is that whenever I tried that in the past, which nobody knows about it, but I actually did try that in the past, it was really hard for me to remember what I had uploaded, what I hadn't, and then also I kept having to change my accounts. So like on YouTube Studio, you have to always swap over to your other account before you can even upload a video to your new one, and that was just a hassle. Whereas right now I can just choose choose the channel and it goes right to it, right here. So I figured I would just pursue the Call of the Wild thing full time, and it's really part time, but you know what I mean. And that's pretty much my channel, and it's been growing pretty steadily. And most of the time, it's over the summer that I grow the most. But I try to be as entertaining as I can. I feel that this is my home. I feel like I do the best commentary and stuff for hunting and fishing games. And I do feel that my playthroughs are very underrated. People don't really give them enough time, but I really try to make the editing in those very, very good. I try to make the gameplay at least really good, even though it's not perfect. I try to make it very good gameplay. And my most successful playthrough so far has been my Last of Us Part 2 playthrough. And they're really good to the point where I actually like to go back and watch them as movies myself. Even though they're my own works, I just have pride in them, and I love going back and watching them. But yeah, so after the stream today, if you want to go and look at my playlist and see what other stories I've played, and just check out those playthroughs. I mean, like I said, if anybody has any feedback about my playthroughs, about my editing, or like certain things that really needs to be removed, just politely let me know, to try to help me improve things. I would really appreciate it. We try to do a playthrough of a storyliner, I think once every other month. So like, I was going to stream the entirety of Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, but people wanted me to stream it, and yet nobody's really showing up to the streams, even though the people wanted me to do it. So I've decided just to do a playthrough of it, or I may just abandon it entirely. So it really just depends. I'll tell you one game I'm looking forward to, though. The rest is Wolverine. Dude, I'm a huge Marvel fan. Spider-Man has been my guy since I was little, along with Batman on the DC side of things. But I've always loved Wolverine the most in the X-Men. And yeah, his game is just visceral. If you haven't seen the gameplay, the trailers for it, you need to. It just looks so fun. Yeah, it's amazing. And I will be streaming it on whenever it launches, by the way. But I have no idea. It's probably on your side. I'm sorry, Deerhead, but on my end, everything's working fine. So I think that it may be your internet connection. I'm sorry. I'm not sure, man. Like I said, no, I don't think anybody else is lagging. Are you lagging, Hopper, at all? Yeah, it has to be on your end, because as nobody else has said anything about lag. So I really don't know what's going on, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't. Like you're cutting out on me, so I'm not really sure. But hang on a second. Everybody, be quiet for just a minute. Dear, what'd you ask? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what your question was. Okay, so do you see the very bottom of the map, the really big river? No, we're during the tiger drink time right now. Yes. Yep, we're in their time. If you open up your map, go to the very bottom, you'll see a big river that runs along the bottom of the map. You can find them all the way along that river. Yeah. Yep. Just make sure you stay to yourself, though, okay? Don't get around anybody, so that way you're not competing for animals. But so just make sure you stay away from people. But like I said, my only rules is that if you see a white tiger, please let me know. I don't want to lose those. But every other tiger you can shoot. And if you don't have the map unlocked, you'll have to work your way down there. But yes, there is. It should be a green question mark. It's towards the very middle bottom. Someone actually just the guy that's yellow. He's actually at the outpost right now. That's Hopper, and he's actually standing at the outpost that's down there. But yeah, all the ponds that are around the river, along with the river itself, you can find tigers. Okay. Oh, you're fine. By the way, my name is D-Train Games. You're actually in my live stream right now. I'm a Call of the Wild streamer. But yeah, I play with my people at the end of every month, and that's what we're currently doing. So, welcome to the stream and everything. If you're joining me on YouTube. Yep, we're currently live. At D-Train Games. You can find it's the same name as you see on the game here. If you go to the multiplayer tab. No, I'm just streaming on YouTube. Yeah, I started in 2023. I don't have a TikTok, unfortunately. The only thing I have is a Discord, and I have a YouTube account, and that's all I got. But I stream 3 days a week. Oh, nice. So you can join my Discord if you want to. It's on the description of my channel. If you go to my channel and go to my description, it's right there if you want to click the link. But either way, yeah. But like I said, just be careful. Make sure that you have at least the 300 or one of the 7 to 9 class weapons, because if you use anything weaker, it's going to mess them up. Unfortunately, no. Where I'm trying to be a streamer, like an official streamer for Call of the Wild. I'm hoping that happens one day. I don't friend people directly to my PlayStation because of privacy reasons. Yeah, only friends and family are on my PlayStation account, unfortunately. But I do appreciate the offer. Like I said, you're more than welcome to join Discord though. And anytime I'm live, make sure your notifications are on. I stream 3 days a week from 4 to 6 hours at a time. Especially now that it's the summertime. So you're more than welcome to join our streams. No, so I don't talk in them, but I do reply to messages. So, like, I have a place on there for our hunting and fishing games, and it's called Discussions. If you go on there, you can ask questions or whatever, or bring up topics about the Hunter Call of the Wild or whatever games you play. Same thing with, like, the fishing games. I'll probably so the thing about it is I only play Call of the Wild with my mods, and only if we're trying to set up a grind. So unfortunately that would be a no, because you see I play with everybody at the end of every month. So you will get to play with me, but you have to be here for that stream. Does that make sense? Every month we play together. So, why not? Oh, okay. Well, I really don't know then at that point. So basically, what I would recommend you doing is just is every Sunday evening or afternoon I'll post my schedule. And if the multiplayer stream is coming up, I will literally put on there multiplayer stream. And all you have to do is just make sure you're there for the stream, and whenever I start, and make sure that you have the stream up, because I give everybody a 10-second countdown before I open my map. And then at that point, as soon as you see my map is available, you can jump in and hunt with us. Okay? But like I said, if you have parental controls on, I mean, my stream is very clean. I don't allow cursing or anything in my channel, because I want to keep it very family friendly. So, like I said, if you want to join my channel, you don't have to worry about anything like that. I always make sure to let everybody know to keep things clean. It absolutely is, yes, sir. Like I said, I'm mostly a Great One grinder. I have almost all the Great Ones in the game, except for just a few that I didn't really want to pursue. And I have over 4,000 hours in the game. So So like I said, I do know what I'm doing, but there's certain maps such as this one where I mainly just hunt it when I'm free roaming, and those are the maps that I use for multiplayer. So we don't ever hunt on the maps. So I don't hunt on my grinding maps, but I do allow these kind of maps to be on here. No, I don't add people, but if you have questions about a certain grind, I don't care a bit to help you with it. Like I said, I can teach you how to do it, but it has to be through words, not and I've also got a couple of Great One guides on my channel already. I have one for like New England whitetail, and I have another one for Tail War of Fallow Deer. So if either one of those are the two that you're going for, I do have a guide for those. But if it's not one of those, okay, so the Great One Grey Wolf. Well, do you have any specific questions pertaining to it? Because I don't mind to help you. Because I do have a grind going on that map right now. And by the way, if you go to my channel and go to my playlist, I have all of my Call of the Wild streams. If you go back in time a little bit, you'll find where I was grinding for my wolves, and you can see the setup I was using if you want to do it that way. Because I did not herd manage my wolves. All I did was I chose my top 8 favorite locations and just started grinding. And it still gave me plenty of diamonds over time. So, like I said, if you just want to... Hang on one second, Colton. What is it, dear? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to help dear right now, Colton. I'll let you speak in a minute, man. What is it, dear? Yes. So basically, again, the best thing you can do is actually go back to one of my streams and then watch me do the grind, so that way you can see the areas that I grinded in. They can be found pretty much anywhere on that map that has water. So you have to really search the map before you can find out where you want to grind. And the reason I didn't do HM really hot and heavy is because of the fact that there are so many zones. So I basically just went to all the zones. I found all the zones I could on my map, and then I just chose my top 8 favorite zones that I liked, and I just started grinding. Of course, you want to make sure you shoot in your rares or level 9s if you find them, because those are your diamonds and trophies you don't want to leave on the map. But Exactly. So basically, just make sure you don't have any diamonds on your map before you start grinding, just so that way you know that you don't have. That way, you just know what you have. Colton, did you have anything to add, man? Colton's one of my mods, and he's in here too. What was it, Colton? Oh, okay. I thought you. Okay, you're good. How big was he? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're finding a lot of females today. I think there's been, what, 3 males killed, and then the rest were females? Yeah. Do what? They are very rare. There's only 16 at a time on a map, and they usually take about 3 minutes to respawn. So, like how Colton just killed his, it'll be about 3 minutes from now, 3 to 5 minutes before that one will actually respawn on the map as something else. So, 16 at a time. Yeah, so you just gotta, and like I said, if I were you right now, dear, let me actually tell you what you need to do. Where are you at? Make sure I find you. So Colton's in the middle of the river. I'm over here at these ponds. Where is you? Hopper's up towards the middle. Okay, I see you. So what I would do is run to the very far, or get on your 4-wheeler and go to the very far left side of the river, and then run, and then just. Oh, wait a minute. You may not have enough time. We're only going to be on here for another 10 minutes, and then we're switching maps. So, but you can still hunt with us. Like I said, yeah, absolutely. All you gotta do is make sure my stream is up, so that way you know when I'm going live with the next map. But yeah, we're gonna be switching maps in about 12 minutes, or 15 minutes actually. Oh, you're good. Like I said though, the stream is only gonna last until 6, and right now it's almost 5. So the next map is our final map. So. Alright, I appreciate it. And if you have any friends that play the game or anything, make sure you invite them as well. And I also do playthroughs of some of my favorite storyliners. So if you go to my playlist on my channel, you can go look at some of the other games that I've made playthroughs for, and where I take games and turn them into movies. And if you want to watch some of those and help support the channel that way, I'd appreciate it. We are mainly a hunting and fishing channel, but I do play some storyliners as well. Dude, I'm not finding anything. It's very likely. Like I said, you only got about 15 minutes, so you're gonna have to hope that it's just in one of the first zones you go to. What I'd recommend you doing if you're taking the 4-wheeler is put a waypoint right on the edge of the river, and then when you get about 370 yards from it, get off your 4-wheeler and run the rest of the way. So that way you don't spook anything. Huh? 370. Because if you get any closer to animals, so if you get within 350 yards of an animal on a 4-wheeler, you'll spook them. So you got to make sure that if you're going to a certain pond or something, you got to make sure you get off the 4-wheeler about 370 yards out, so that way you don't spook nothing. Yes, sir. Okay. I don't know whose that would be. Okay, I knew that. I remembered you shot something. I remembered you told me you shot one, couldn't find it. So yeah, that's probably the same one. Colton, if you would just go ahead and help her get out of her misery. Hang on a second. All you guys clash together. Let's let Colton go first. What'd you say, Colton? Okay, nice. Hopper, what'd you say? I was gonna let you go first. Or next. Hang on 1 second. Hey, dear. I try to make sure that everybody gets a chance to talk to me on the chat. So if I notice somebody's speaker pops up, I'll try to give them some time to talk. So I will get back to you. But if I'm letting someone else talk for a little bit first, either come to my chat and drop it. Well, you said you couldn't, so don't worry about that part. Just wait your turn. I will see that your mic came up, and I will give you a chance to speak. But I want to make sure that everybody gets a turn. Okay. So let's let Hopper talk first, and then I'll let you speak after. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna let everybody have their turn. What was it, Hop? What were you saying to me? You still cut out on me a little bit. What was it? Okay. 1 more second, dear. You did just try to talk again right after I told you to let everybody have their turn. Okay. So if I'm talking to somebody else, wait until I'm done. Or make sure, or make sure that that you just kind of like. you don't want to speak because then it'll clash everybody out and I won't really hear what anybody's saying. So just wait till we're done with the conversation. And then at that point, you can start speaking to me, okay? I am fair to everybody, and I will make sure I talk to you. Just don't be talking about what everybody else is, because then it's going to clash out the mics, and I can't hear nothing, okay? Oh, you're good, man. I'm not mad at you or anything. I'm just making sure that everybody can hear everybody. Hop, tell me one more time. I am sorry. I did not hear what you said. Something about my tiger? Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, okay. Alright, dear, you can. What were you saying? It's your turn now, buddy. Okay, so the tigers, the way that they work is they don't have a static zone. So what I mean by that is that they don't have like assigned areas for them to be. Every time a new tiger spawns, it's somewhere totally different. So you just have to walk along the river and hope to run into one. That's all you can do. Just run along the river, spot both sides of the river with your binoculars, and just hope that you find one. Because they do not go to the same places over and over again. They literally go to random spots. Let's see. I think I'm actually. Yes. Yep, that's me. D-Train Games. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. And like I said, if you have any friends that play this game or anybody that you think might enjoy my streams as well, invite them over. Like I said, we're trying to grow really quickly, so any support I'd appreciate, okay? Okay. And like I said, I know that you have parental controls on, but but like I said, my chat is very clean. I don't allow anybody to have any like curse words or anything in my chat. So I mean, if you're wanting to see if your parents are the ones doing it, just let them know that you have a clean YouTuber, and you can see if they can disable it just for my streams, and then re-enable it after them. Because like I said, I'll make sure that my stuff is family friendly. So, do what? Part 2. What do you mean? Oh, okay. I thought you were giving somebody the mic, and I thought they had a question for me. That was my bad. Yeah, I've had people do that before. Where it's like, hey, my brother has a question. Do you mind if he takes the mic for a minute? So yeah, I just want to make sure that it wasn't somebody else wanting to ask me something. And do not worry. Like I said, if you don't get a tiger today, Sunder Paton is always on the menu for our multiplayer streams. So next month, we will be doing this. Also, when Peru launches, I am going to be doing a multiplayer stream with you guys for Peru. So whenever that map launches, either that Tuesday when it launches or the next Wednesday, we'll be live streaming it. Yep, whenever that one launches, the first day I can stream, I'll be live. What is it, dear? One second, you and Colton are both talking. I'm sorry, Colton. What were you saying? Okay, you're fine. Like I said, Colton. If you need anything, just come to my chat, then, buddy. All right. Whenever you come back, we'll probably be on a different map. Okay. So just come to my stream, and then if you see that we're playing, I'll let you know which map we're on, and you can join us. What level was the Jaguar on? Do you guys remember what class the animal was? Okay. Okay. I couldn't remember. So that map is not going to be a good one for the 500. Then we'll have the 375 then on that one. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to say something right now. Oh, wait. Is it outside of Tiger time again, or do they go till 8? Okay. What I was going to say is that I was actually wondering, if I'm not too interested in whatever the new Great One is, I think it'd be so unique to get a Jungle Whitetail Great One. I'm somebody, so like on my channel, if you haven't noticed, I like to go to maps that most people don't like to grind on and actually try to get a great one off of it. So hence New England mountains. So I was really thinking, you know, if Peru has some good setups for whitetail, I was thinking I might try to get a jungle whitetail. That'd be amazing. But yeah, the one whitetail that I want more than anything right now is the double drop tine. I have 2 big racks and I have 1 cluster rack, and the cluster rack was came off of New England. So, before we go to the next map, by the way, you were talking about my trophy lodge. Do you want to go see it? Okay, you want to see both of them, or you just want to see the one? Because I don't care to show off both or just the one. They're honestly, they're, with no pun intended here, but they're both great. Honestly, probably North America, just because there's a lot more species in that one. But I will say, just the sheer amount of red deer that I have in the European lodge would be difficult in itself. I actually sought out years ago, whenever the red deer became a great one, I sought out to get to literally tax every single version of the rack you can get, and I believe I've done it. I literally have every single variation of the red deer racks, even 50/50 racks. So, just one. Believe it or not, I just have one. He didn't die. There was a buffalo after me. He was so scared he fell in the water and forgot how to swim. Oh, you're good, man. I have 1 outpost left on the map I don't think I have, and it's at the top left-hand corner. Like, sort of in the middle. It's not like it's not the one at the very tip top, it's the one that's kind of like down below that one, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think that, but like I said, I don't hunt this map very often. I have like my certain maps that I like to hunt on my own, and then I have certain maps that I like hunting with people, and this is one of those with people maps. Like, I get bored easy on this map if I'm by myself. Which is weird, but it's just how I am. Alright. Colton bounced, I'm guessing. He likes to do that for some reason. Whenever it gets to like the last 5 minutes, he just does his own thing for like 5 minutes and then joins us. But yeah, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, by the way. You seem like you're gonna be a really swell guy to have in chat and stuff. So I appreciate you. And like I said, every Sunday I put out my schedule for you guys. I don't know what games I'm gonna be playing every week, but most of the time I at least try to get 1 or 2 Call of the Wild streams in. And I've taken the last 3 weeks off Call of the Wild, so maybe next week maybe all call so we'll see. Hang on 1 second. Someone's. Oh. It's okay. Just one of my family members came inside, but we're good. What was your question about Subnautica? It's for PlayStation. Oh no, so I'm playing Below Zero. Yeah, so I've seen playthroughs all the way through for the first game, and which is the only reason why I'm not playing that one, is because there's no surprises. I know what all the Leviathans and everything are for that game, so I don't see a reason to live stream it. However, I have not had any experience, period, with Below Zero. So I decided to play that game because I thought the first one looked amazing, and obviously I wanted to play it for myself. And plus, it was a free game on PlayStation Essentials about 4 months ago. So I've been streaming that one, and Zero, one of my other mods, has been there for every single stream, and she's very good at Subnautica, and she's been helping me along the way, and it's been a lot of fun. Sadly, not many people are joining me for those streams, just because most of my people are here for the hunting and fishing stuff, and for whatever reason, they just don't want to give the new games a try. Unfortunately, they do jump in and say hey to me, but then they'll leave. So, like I said, if you want to join us for those streams, I think I will be continuing it next week. I think I'm close to the end of the game, though I'm not sure. Have you played Below Zero? Okay. Okay. Yeah, which I will be playing the second one as soon as it comes out to consoles, whenever that will be. But yeah, I do have plans to play that one. So, but yeah, I think the games that I'm currently playing, like I said, Lego Batman is now going to be hitting the back burner now. I'm just deciding if I even want to do anything else with that one. Because not many people are attending that one very much anymore. I would like to turn it into a movie, but there's just something about the style of that game that's kind of like keeping me from wanting to turn it into something. I kind of like making the realistic games into movies, like Last of Us, the superhero games, and stuff like that. So we'll see. But Subnautica, I think, is the only game that's been like, I'm just having a blast with it. I'm loving it. So. And if you haven't seen my shorts for it, I do have Subnautica shorts on my channel. If you want to go and look at them, it's under the Subnautica tab or playlist. And I've actually was able to scan both the This is deteriorates on the Leviathan as well as the what is the one that looks like a giant shrimp with a big blue mouth? I forget its name. Um, yeah, but he's enormous, and I was able to scan him too. So, like I said, I've had some pretty good luck on that game, and I've really been enjoying it. But yeah, if you want to get caught up on it, just go back. Like I said, everything's in playlist for you guys. So if you want to go back and watch the entire journey up to now, like I said, it won't be as full of commentary like the Call of the Wild stuff is, just simply because there ain't as many people in chat. But again, the game itself was amazing, and I'm loving it. So I'm excited for Subnautica 2 to come out. I'll tell you another game. I'm looking forward to is Wave of the Hunter 2. Well, I will say, Way of the Hunter 1 almost stole me from Call of the Wild because I like its playstyle a little bit better than Call of the Wild's playstyle. But the fact that it did not tell you how old the animals were and you had to like constantly keep up with that was the reason I quit. That literally killed the game for me, was not knowing how old they were and always having to keep track of the age of your animals. In the new game though, it shows you how old the animals are. It shows you the star rating, and everything that people wanted in the first game is in the new one. So I don't know. To me, it depends on your style. If you're somebody like myself, where you actually prefer it to feel more like hunting instead of a trophy collection game, then yeah, you're probably gonna like it a little bit better. But in my opinion, I'm kind of one of those hunters that kind of just plays, whatever I'm in the mood for. And I love Call of the Wild grinding. I love Call of the Wild free roam. I think that it's still the best game out there for anybody who's want a hunting experience. But there is just something about the feel and the style of Way of the Hunter that makes it feel like you actually have to get out there and hunt. You know what I mean? So, no, it's an entire new game. I would recommend. It does not have a release date for console just yet, but you can play it right now on PC. So it's actually on early access on Steam as well as PC right now, so you guys can play it. Sadly, PlayStation doesn't support early access of its of projects that's not Sony, so we can't play it. But it's because okay, so let me get a drink of water because my throat's, like I said, my allergies are bothering me today. Give me 1 second. Okay, so the reason they made a new game was because the first one was beginning to flop. People loved it when it first came out, but the main reason people quit was actually for the same reason I did. People did not like the idea of having to keep track of your animal's age. Hunting the same herds over and over again and then not having any kind of like different behaviors was getting old. The fact that they, what was it? I'm trying to think of what some other things people said was, that the missions were kind of bland and the fact that they weren't really rewarding. It's just a bunch of different nitpicks basically that made people leave the game. So instead of just updating the game and giving people what they wanted, they decided that they wanted to redo everything. Give the animals new models, give them new animations, have new guns and capabilities, and actually make the missions this time feel rewarding, and also make it to where you can actually have improve your habitat just by simply buying feeders or clearing up garbage. You know what I mean? So they wanted to add like a ton of stuff to their game. And if you have not seen anything on it, I'm gonna recommend a YouTuber to you right now. He's my favorite YouTuber right now for Call of the Wild or hunting adventure games in general, alongside Scarecrow. And that's Flinter. Flinter has several different videos on Way of the Hunter 2, and I would recommend watching all of them from the time. Yeah, like it's so good. And right now the Africa map is amazing that they've just released. So if it was available on console right now for early access, I'd be playing that all the time. So it looks like it's gonna be really good. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we're out of time. I was just searching for a tiger. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, you're on the stream still, right? All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna open up my trophy lodge for anybody who wants to come and look at it in person. We'll spend about 5 minutes in there. Do you want me to show you both of my lodges while we're at it, or you just want to see the one? Okay. All right, Colton. We're gonna open up my trophy lodge so that way you guys can see what's in it real quick. And then from there, we're going to move on to our final map of the day. Nobody has won the challenge today, so I will choose the final map. And I'll let you guys know what I choose in just a minute. Alright guys, my trophy lodge is going open in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It should be under the Siska Safari one, and it'll say North American Great One Lodge. Like I said, we'll spend about 5 minutes in this lodge so that you guys can ask questions, do whatever you want to, and then we'll move on to our last map. Yeah, we've had a few people asking me about my lodge if they can see it and stuff, so I'll do a walk around for you all. Yeah, guys, we'll give you all a walk around. But you guys see what's all in here. But yeah, this is my great one. This is my wolf area. So like I told you guys, I'm gonna have my second great one across from this one, where they're howling at each other, and then I'll have my 3 favorite rares on the back wall. Because like I said, I just want one more great one for the wolf, and then I'm probably gonna leave them behind because I'll be good enough with those 2. Yeah, we got a bunch of pheasants. We got some muleys. We got some whitetails. Like I said, pheasants everywhere. Hang on a second, let me let my dog back inside. Alright guys, I'm back. Ugh. Sorry about that. I had to go let my dog back inside. Hyper, are you able to come in here, man, or is it messing up on you? What's going on? Guys in chat, is it messing up on you guys? I've noticed we had some people come in here. Nice, man, nice. But I'll let you just roam around. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk around, Mama. What do you mean? Where? Oh, that's actually a diamond. I think. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a diamond that I messed up, and that's actually one of my biggest diamonds I've killed. I made a bad shot on him, and I still kept him as a diamond either way.